Start gasping for air. Change the world. Look how we change the game. Look how we change the game.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to War of the Gods, week number 5, Top 8, presented to you by StreamMe. Joining you back here for Top 8. Had to miss out on Sunday, but Armo was luckily able to come in and cast for you guys, giving us a nice little change up. And with you, as always, the man himself, the man of steel that did not get sick from KIT. I don't know how. Is Echo over there?
Yeah, man, I live in it. I guess, you know, that I grew up in it, right? I grew up in it. I was molded by it, all that good stuff. Hey, welcome to this week's Top 8, everybody. It I know Aquaman was able to watch most of the broadcast on Sunday. He was in the chat almost all night. So even though he was probably in his bed having the flu, doing Aquaman things, he saw all the hype stuff. And man, it was such a hype week. I mean, that set between Leafing and Slayer was that's been on social media all week, or at least since Sunday. It was just a crazy week.
I actually went to post on Reddit and actually saw that it was on the front page. Revit Leafing doing that much damage and boom, front and center. So yeah, it definitely made waves.
Leafing, we made it. Well, you made it with 700 damage.
He made it, but speaking of, before we get into the action tonight, as we are going to be working our way from the bottom to the top of that bracket, but we'll get into that just after this, guys, because on Sunday we got some of the top plays for you. We did have a little bit of a hiccup, but we did manage to get 5 highlights for you together, and they are some doozies. We're going to be starting off with that Revit Leafing damage. These are the top 5 plays from Sunday, and here we go. You want to talk about damage here, Echo?
Watch what Slayer does. He'll do a dash up, try to go for the Palpatine, and that's when that down one connected. And then Leafing, you will not see Slayer get another turn. He's burning bars and doing 688 damage to close that out.
Wasn't Slayer even allowed to play the game for a good 15 seconds. We're going to Coach Steve versus Dab. This is going to be a scramble of a lifetime. You're going to notice a couple of jobs here. Last second, didn't get a conversion, and miraculously was still able to take the game there by Coach, even off that big drop, off of one of his favorite anti-airs in the game, that breath.
With 11 health points remaining as well. That's how that whole set went. But here we go, Semiij and SylverRye. And I remember pointing this out with Arma. All these armor breaks that SylverRye's about to do, armor broke.
2 of them back-to-back. And guess what? All for nothing, because 3rd time's a charm, and he's going to take it away from him. All that hard work for nothing. That back three coming in from Semiij doing the work.
And this, despite the score being 2-0, HoneyBee had made such a miraculous comeback to put himself in this position. And me and Arma were just talking about Blue Beetle's jump 3 and how good it is. It has a hitbox pretty much everywhere around him. And here it is. Oh. Jump 3 connects. And the meter burn is going to close it out for Deoxys 3-0 over HoneyBee.
And here we go. Snatch the air snatch. Get out of my airspace. He knows that that's where Revit wanted to be. She loves being airborne with those pounces. Get out of that air.
Man, what a night. There were so many sets that were just so close. I mean, the Dab versus Coach Steve, every game was like that. I mean, they were all down to the wire. It was nuts. And Dab's joining us in top 8 this week. I know we haven't seen that bracket yet for anybody that's been asking in the chat, but
let's go and take a look at that bracket, guys. This is your top 8 for tonight. Bottom the top, you see Noble getting back in shape there on the winner's side. 3 of the 4 on the winner's side is going to be represented by Team Noble. And then Dab coming in, as you mentioned, with that close one with Coach Steve. On the loser side, we have the Young Brothers coming in. Revit Leafing, Young Monster. Newly picked up by Hazardous Gaming, Nyx, and the Coalition's representative, Deoxys. So there are 2 representatives of Coalition, 3 from Noble. You got Hazardous and the Young Brothers composing our Week 5 top 8. And we'll be starting off with Deoxys versus Young Monster, battle of some young guys. That's going to be a doozy. And don't forget to use hashtag War of the Gods tonight, guys, to engage with us. Have a conversation with us on Twitter. Be a part of the show, the experience. You see that our boy Jacko there actually had a nice pregame show for War of the Gods. He's going to be doing that, I think, for every single War of the Gods and even the Clash, where he likes to come online. You guys on at stream.me/prettyboyjackal, I believe. And he actually goes over all the matchups himself, does predictions. He even went over Frosty Faustings today. So that's something to get you guys warmed up for War of the Gods every single week. So be sure to tune in. He might be doing some post-game and some post-tournament stuff as well. Great little channel for Injustice 2 action outside of War of the Gods here on stream.me. And guys, don't forget to use that hashtag while we get started up here.
Yeah, man. Speaking of Jackal, he has really, been putting in that extra effort for the community and really trying to get himself, kind of having something going. He's got a nice schedule going. He's pretty much on StreamMe every day, sometimes even multiple times. So shout outs to him, man. He's always been one of the biggest supporters.
Absolutely.
And I like to see what he's got going.
And If you guys want to give him a follow, he's in the chat. He just posted the heart a couple seconds ago. But if you click his name, you hit view channel, boom, follow. You're good to go there. He's got great content. And a few of the BXA guys are actually putting out fantastic Injustice content, even doing a lot of giveaways, a lot of sub and supporter, follower giveaways. They're doing a really good job of giving us just some added content here. As we get our first match, it's going to be Deoxys versus Young Monster. Get set up for you, and we'll go over their path real quick, but I did just mention the word giveaway. Speaking of giveaways, every topic, we're giving away a War of the Gods t-shirt. I'm wearing this bad boy. You saw me and Echo rocking it there at KIT, side by side. Beautiful shirt. I love this thing, and if you guys would like one, stay in that chat, follow the channel all night, because before finals, we are going to be giving away one of these bad boys. And if you guys want your own shirt, use code STREAM at acquire.com. And if you guys want a link to there, it's in a panel below the stream. So you guys can click that, see our shop. You can buy a War of the Gods shirt, Combat Cup shirt, Class shirt. You've also got StreamMe merchandise as well. Be sure to check that out. And Deoxys has joined us here. We are still waiting on Young Monster. I will toss him another invite as we get started here. And let's start looking at those paths here.
Yeah. Some pretty, actually, their paths were both pretty crazy.
Yeah, if we're looking at Deoxys here, I see that he had some very comfortable wins, and then he just happened to run into a truck called Rewind on the winner's side. He only dropped one game outside of his loss to Rewind. It was 3-1 over Alcatraz. Other than that, he 3-0'd everyone. 3-0'd Low Tier Hero, 3-0'd HoneyBee, 3-0'd Jay, 3-0'd Nadzeja, Soldier Alec, and then lost 3-0 to Rewind. But that 3-0 over HoneyBee to get here on the loser's side, fantastic display, Deoxys here in this top 8. And actually went to Blue Beetle, who he said he wasn't really going to play lately. I know he said he only wanted to play Catwoman, but look at him doing some work. Character specialist, guys. You never know.
Aquaman, my mic is a little messed up. I'm going to let you take over Young Monster's path as well.
All right, as we get Robot Echo, ladies and gentlemen, one of the top-tier casters of the NRS scene. You guys see it week in and week out. Young's path here, 3-0 over Patient Impulse, 3-1 over
Blue Beetle.
Kakikopi. I hope I said that without offending anyone. 3-0 over Reaper, 3-1 over DSV Basics, 3-0 over Compa, lost 3-0 to Tweedy, and got here on a DQ over Nubcakes. I think Nubcakes had to go to work or something, and unfortunately had to DQ out. I'm not too sure what happened there. But we're going to get us some action here. Deoxys, Young Monster going at it. We got Whoa, and we've got Blue Beetle. Talked about that he was really loving Catwoman, and we've seen the effectiveness of Wonder Woman against Catwoman. He might be going for a counterpick mind game already early on from Deoxys. Says, you know what, Blue Beetle might be my best shot, seeing what this woman has done to Catwoman in previous War of the Gods.
All right, I hope I'm sounding okay, Aquaman.
Hey, you know what? You always sound good on my end, so let's see how you're doing. Other people's side, but getting in this matchup pretty even early on. I mentioned that Deoxys is probably going for the mental pick with Blue Beetle. But what a down two, and he's gonna meter burn for some extra damage. He could have just done a back three raw off of it, but you know what? I respect that from Young Monster, not leaving damage on the table.
When you can see Deoxys here burning the 2 bars, wants to close this round out and almost did with that meter burn Cheerio. Is going to close out the remainder of that health bar.
That's right. Those things are good for your heart, Echo. But I'm not too sure about on block there. Young Monster could have gotten a parry. But, we all crouch against Blue Beetle's projectiles, even with the meter burn. Catches us all, unfortunately, as Deoxys is taking a great lead. He's going to get a whip punish on the wake up.
Go back to school.
I'd rather do this.
Going to spend those 2 bars.
Whew. That's a big old jump 3 right there. Coming up from Mobile, standing just outside of that shield range, and there's the parry. And now you don't want to eat one of those shields to the face. It's going to do extra damage, and depending on if you get the right trait, can do even more damage. And that's the beauty of Wonder Woman. When she gets everything going, and the beautiful down 2 anti-air, and had a nice universal conversion too. It was kind of in a weird spot where back 3 would have put him in a weird spot. Maybe going for 4-3 would have put him in a weird spot. Just keep it nice and simple. Back into the corner we go.
Just on the heel. Deoxys just barely caught Young Monster. Young Monster got himself out of the corner. Ooh, and that shield just out of range for Young Monster. Deoxys lucking out there. Just tossing all those Cheerios, and Young Monster meter burn rolls in, forces the clash.
You're no match for me.
2 bars is going to maintain the health lead. If he would have let that jump back rip, would have caught the end of that shield toss, but that's okay. He's going to get some big damage here. Coming off the bar, send it back to full screen, throwing. Oh my goodness.
Steve, no!
He just wanted a drink. He had a rough day at work. He was just minding his whole business. Oh no. Not like this.
Deoxys up 1-0 on Young Monster. It looked like it was in Young Monster's favor for the major majority, especially in that first health bar, and then Deoxys just turned it around on him.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, a couple of raising reads. The only thing I can see on Deoxys' end is maybe just watch out for those jump-ins at Wonder Woman. That down 2 covers the sky, it covers the ground, covers behind her, covers in front of her. That thing is fantastic. Just has to, you know, be on the lookout for that thing. Maybe bait it a couple times with a couple jump forward attempts into the trait, and then maybe back off. Try to get him to whiff it down 2 here or there. Stay at that shield range right here, and that's beautiful. Staying out of that range and just chucking them Cheerios.
It's a scary thing when she gets you in that corner, because your first instinct is to just say, you know what, let me jump. But she has an answer for that. She really does have that sweet spot covered.
She also, I believe, has an answer for that wake up. She can simply parry that safe shield, and Blue Beetles are used to getting away with that murder.
Yeah, especially now that we're burning 2 bars with the bounce cancel. Deoxys 421 wasn't done. Tried to go for a little cross up setup there. Standing 1, and that was still a punish. Young Monster gonna put Deoxys back in the corner,
and you
can see it right there.
Again, trying to take away that element of Blue Beetle's game, and Deoxys playing the mind game really. Said, I'm not going to wake up, just do it in neutral, and you have to hold this, sir.
Such a good move just in general. Even if it wasn't a wake up, such a good mid. And the recent buffs to it where it has less recovery on whiff, that used to be one of the key weaknesses of that thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's definitely a solid character now.
Ooh, he's barely getting through the zone of that meter braid of nothing is working for either of these guys, but getting the air there off the interactable, and it's some damage. This is all free damage for Deoxys sitting on that tiny little sliver of health, taken away by that down 1. Anti-crossover from Young Monster.
That was a really nice down 1 by Young Monster. Just get the remainder of that health away. And Wonder Woman does possess damage, especially with 3 bars. Deoxys walking himself to the corner. Just hit by that meter burn shield, and the lasso, the sound of that thing just thunderous.
Yeah, the trait was activated. A little bit of extra damage on the tail end of that.
It's totally not cool.
Forcing wager out of Young. Are they come off every bar on the screen? Here we go. 6 bars spent
That was
to maintain the health lead. I love it when someone sends that message to where they say, you know what? I'm going to come off all my meter too because I'm going to maintain this health lead. Pressure's still on. That's going to be a punish plus frames, and he throws, instead of going for the pressure, mixing up very well as Deoxys off of that same situation he threw earlier. Forcing Young to get crazy, and ooh!
Deoxys is just playing so on point right now. So smart with his decisions.
And playing the mind games really well, mixing up in different situations. Even there, you know, a human reaction to that interactable is to either jump at it or try to close the gap, walks right into a projectile for his efforts. Deoxys is playing really well and playing the matchup really well. He's really kept Young Monster out of his comfort zone so far this entire time. Young really hasn't really got to get his game going.
You see Young Monster really trying to chase Deoxys around the stage. You know, Deoxys just forcing Young Monster to play his game, saying, catch me if you can. Every time Young Monster gets him cornered, he finds his way out. Nice punish there by Deoxys yet again.
Cheerios. But this is what Young Monster, that slow inch to the corner, and stay in that corner, young man.
Oh, and he's got the air dash now. Deoxys doesn't care one bit. 6 frame down 2 from Blue Beetle.
Corner we go. What's going to be the mix? And the empty jump into the overhead, you cheeky bastard. Finding ways to open up his opponent and even get the side switch to keep his opponent in the corner. Amazing stuff. That was a great use of the meter burn by Young to try to get any kind of momentum. Because you're bleeding right now. Come off that bar. It's unblockable. Try to get something going, but now you're in mid-screen where Blue Beetle has really just kept you out of your element. Trying to inch his way in, mixing up off that interactable really well. Got a little bit of a conversion there, Young. Could have got some more damage. We don't really see him go for the back threes often too often there, Echo.
Yeah. He's really got to make something happen here. He has got to get the health lead. That's one thing he hasn't been able to have this entire set so far. And I think that's why Deoxys has been so comfortable. He's had the health lead. And very nice by Young Monster. Caught him in the air.
And now he's in a position where he can inch him to the corner. Ooh, getting these parries. And he has the right trade up to where if he parries and gets a hit, it is going to do more damage than anything. Oh my goodness. And he still has it. Oh, and he wasn't able to get a conversion, unfortunately. His down 2 conversions really haven't been there, and that's been a lot of damage left on the table.
Yeah, Deoxys has such a health lead. He doesn't even mind taking the trades. But here we go, Young Monster.
Oh no!
Dropped a combo. Wait a minute, a super!
Oh, unfortunate.
It's always hyped to see the supers, especially that one would have closed it out. Young Monster not done yet. Jump in. This actually, if he doesn't drop it,
I'm so going to beat you.
It's too
He's
soon
gonna-
to get cocky.
he's going to be able to do damage. Willie, 2 bars, yes. Literally anything now.
Oh no! He did it raw! Oh my
Oh,
goodness!
and he got him with the setup.
Keeping
The
it
3-3, the cross up.
keeping it unwagerable too, and staying away. Chip damage territory, and he caught him jumping. Oh my goodness! Oh, are you kidding me?
Deoxys with the clutch factor. 3-0 over Young Monster. Going to move on in that loser side of the bracket. Wow, that was Young Monster's game. Deoxys just stole it right from underneath him.
Deoxys. That I can count on my hand how many times that setup's been blocked in Injustice 2 history. From that cross up 3-3. I've never blocked it. I rarely see anyone else block it. I think I've personally seen it blocked one time on War of the Gods, and it may have been an accident.
Yeah, I mean, technically all you got to do is hold down because it's just a mid, but, the way, like, how many times have we actually seen it? Like, that was one of the, first kind of revolutionary kind of text about Blue Beetle because he at first it just seemed like he didn't really have any dirt as a character. And then, Hayatei and Deoxys and all those Blue Beetles started finding stuff. But you see it so few and far between that when it happened, you're just like, oh man, I should have just held down. Deoxys, splendid play there, playing so smart tonight. He is on a roll.
And we actually got a couple highlights if you want to take it away, Echo.
All right, let's do it. Game number 2. And that was just so good. One of the few answers to that shield from Wonder Woman. And this is it. This is where it was Young Monster's game. And the jump in, and didn't even actually hit him with the jump in. And there it is, the 3-3 cross up. You see it there on the left side. So smart by Deoxys. And just tried to jump in. Probably throw a shield, hit him with a jump in. I'm not even sure what.
Young Monster may have been reading a jump back air projectile as well, just to try to catch him in an air-to-air situation. And just a final read like that, game over. And guys, in between every single match, we're going to take a quick break before we get the next one lined up, which is going to be Hazardous Emperor Nyx going up against Revit Leafing. Will Revit make it farther in this bracket than his brother? Here more of the gods, the history's really been the same. They really have been placing kind of with each other the whole way, and we'll see if Revit can break out here and get far in this bracket because he sure is playing like he can. Is the damage going to be there? Are the comebacks going to be there? Because we know the harder you beat this man, the harder he's going to come back. It's insane. It's almost guaranteed, and that's a very special to watch as a spectator. A player like that who can almost always summon magic out of nowhere, and with a character no one rarely plays. And it's going to be something special to watch, guys. Nyx versus Revit Leafing coming up next. Take a real quick break. We'll get into that match. be Emperor Nyx going up against Revit Leafing. Hazardous Emperor Nyx. Newly added there.
By the way.
Yeah, by the way, absolutely.
Congratulations.
Shout outs to our team member Stokes, the admin for the gods, the stats guy, on his birthday, spending it with us, providing us with all the information on these matches, guys. I want everyone in the chat to give a quick shout out to Stokes. Wish him a happy birthday. One of the guys behind the scenes here at War of the Gods that it just wouldn't be War of the Gods without him, providing us with so much information week in and week out, and helping all of you on Smash GG as well. So shout outs, happy birthday Stokes. Hope you're having a wonderful one, and thank you for spending it here with us on War of the Gods.
What a way to spend it, man. Week 5, top 8. Everybody, yeah, like Aquaman said, wish this man a happy birthday. We would not sound as smart if it wasn't for Stokes, let me tell you.
110%.
And both of these characters are known for their damage.
Oh, look up to the knee.
Man,
oh my goodness. That situation, everything could have gone wrong. I couldn't tell. I couldn't see if Nyx had actually meter burned that wake up, but he barely got past the active frames on that 4-3, it looked like. With the invincibility, got past the very last active frames. And if he'd have done a meter burn, could have shredded. I don't know. That was a great situation. But Nyx has a hefty health lead. He's going to try to keep.
He's traded up. Oh my god.
Woo! He's done a good job of keeping this woman either grounded or looking for the air-to-airs early. And that is so smart to do. Put some active frames in the air and mixing up that teleport. That's going to keep her guessing on top of Nyx guessing. And this is going to be a huge, dare I say, cluster F of a match.
Yeah, but once Revit Leafing gets a hold of this man, Darkseid takes some of the most damage in the game, if not the most, when he gets touched. And Cheetah, one of those characters with just massive damage, as we saw Sunday.
And lucky that DP didn't put him in the corner there. And look for the meter. Look for the 4-3. That's where he can get some huge damage off of. Pouncing out in and out of the corner. This man's savage and what a block from Nyx, but can't block forever. Still getting mixed.
Okay, neutral's reset. Nyx gets himself out of the corner. That sweep gonna do the work in the cross up.
All right. He's gonna try to keep all of this unwagerable. And did he just, dude? Oh my goodness, not like this.
Oh my god, he tried to teleport out. Leafing scouted it out. Dove in head first.
Did I just see a down one meter burn cancel from Revit Leafing?
Yeah.
What?
I guess
that's a meta game. I don't want to fathom it. I don't want to think about it. I want to move on to game number 2 and try to reassess the situation that's going on, because that was effing crazy, right? I don't even know. It was savage. Maybe do down one meter burn cancel to try to bait out a counter poke attempt. Caught an anti-air, caught some huge meterless damage for it anyway, or unwagerable damage for it anyway. Either way, Revit Leafing, holy crap, taking game number 1. Nyx had a huge lead and Cheetah a couple hits. That's some big damage right there.
That's all it takes, man. Get open, especially as Darkseid. Get opened up twice. GG's. And I really like what Nyx is doing, though. He's, using that teleport to try and, get out of her way with those leaps. He tried it again, but a little bit. He tried it on Wake Up. Not going to be fast enough.
And Revit Leafing.
Oh, no.
Revit only played 3 people on Sunday. He only had to play 3 people. He had a 3-0 over Underwater. He had a 3-2 over Slayer. Lost 3-1 to SylverRye. Reaffirmed his win over Slayer with a 3-0 in the run back. And then in his run back with SylverRye, won 3-1 to get in this top 8. That's savage.
I mean, you can't ask for a better bracket than that, man. Or a better path.
Demon gonna cover. Oh, what a conversion there. By Nyx, I love his use of Demon. Always has a conversion on deck. Going for a reactionary meter back 3, it looked like, on the whip down 2, but not getting anything off it. Forces the early wager. Revit in the driver's seat.
The hunt invigorates me.
He's really going to have to try and keep her away now. Nyx has been trying to, go to the air, trying air-to-air, which has been, or using the teleport just at the wrong times to try and avoid the situation. Just traded up. Big damage. Lined up. 2 bars. There it is. Nice catch there by Nyx.
Yeah, that EXO Mega Beam is going to cover the entire space and do a great job of zoning. Almost had the conversion with the Demon, but a little too late, and not caught watching his head. Oh my goodness! And this is going to be death!
Just like that, man. You get opened up. Ugh. It'll be interesting to see if Nick is going to stick with Darkseid. It seems to be working. It's just simply the fact that character takes so much damage and she deals so much already. It just looks, really tough to be blocking the mix.
And Revit, best in the biz at fighting that damage with this character, it seems. Always having it, and Nick's going to his other character, Hellboy. He's going to have that air grab. He's going to have leaps himself. And he just wasn't able to keep Revit out that entire game. He tried to get a zoning game going in game number 2 with ground Omega Beams mixing up with instant air Omega Beams. And Revit, play patient, got with a striking distance, took his turn, really good stuff. Got the first hit, has a bar, and activated his trait to be safe for a couple more seconds, and it is gone. Incoming mix, just a raw jump in. And I like that he actually hit confirmed into the air grab there. Really good, showing off that he knows his character. It's not easy to do to actually register that your 4-2-3 has hit. This could be a comeback. Trade is on, he just jumps out.
Gets himself out of there.
That's a taste of his own medicine right there, Echo. Just leap out of the corner, we got those two.
And you saw Nick's try and go for a down 2 there to get Revit leaping out of the air.
What the hell was that?
And Nick's looking like a completely different player now. In control.
Nice catch by Leafing. Burn the bar, yes. Back 3. Oh, forward 3. Doesn't even want. Oh, my God. 490.
And he floated long enough for the down 2 to whip.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
The mind games.
And here's some damage right back at you. 451. That's going to be a whip punish, but oh no, don't for an air smash too early. He thought that he wasn't going to hit him on the ground, and he thought that the 4-2 was actually going to anti-air. That's what that air grab was for.
Yep, he thought you're exactly right. The juggle was going to be more aerial than that. Comes in with that low. So much damage, 202. But all this meter being spent, all this damage, the wake up by Nyx.
Your efforts please the goddess.
I am so over this crap.
Nyx has plenty to spend. Leafing gonna be on a magic pixel.
Ew.
6 health points. The shoulder doing the job. Putting Nyx on the board. 2-1 in Revit Leafing's favor. Nyx trying to make this reverse 3-0 comeback with Hellboy.
That shoulder has an amazing property that thing secretly, even though he's kind of running like this, right? It secretly reaches to the sky.
It does.
And it hits everywhere, and that's going to be huge in this matchup. You mentioned that Revit loves to be airborne, and there, trying to get his comeback with it, shoulder shutting it down. Perfect play by Nyx. And Nyx's path here into this top 8, 3-1 over JPAT. Not too sure if you want to know this or not. 3-0 over NHF Lamp. He had a 3-2 over 2 Easy, very close. 3-0 over Sponsor Me. Lost to Dab 3-2. And they've always played back and forth, so close. And
yes, they have.
And 3-0 over again over Sponsor Me, who actually did not pick up a sponsor after that bracket confirmed, but be on the lookout for him in the future.
Yeah, sign up for week number 6. All right. Not gonna burn the bar to continue.
Oh
back.
my god!
Oh my god! The back 3.
Okay,
No.
okay. I messed around with Hellboy a lot when it came out. It has a serious issue that back 3 is not an actual mid. This woman just backdashed through it. She did a backflip underneath it and said, it said, peace, I'm out of here. I ain't holding no plus frames.
In the air, comes from behind his back, crosses him up. That should close out that first health bar.
Pray to the goddess of the hunt.
Leafing trying to move on. Nyx trying to even this thing out, go to a game number 5. Trades up.
And it anti-airs. Big old hitbox on that shoulder, keeping us tied up
Nice
now.
call.
Going into what could be a final health bar if Revit's able to take it. Or will we see a game 5 coming in from Nyx? He hasn't fallen for that 1-1-2 since game number 1. And holding these plus frames, oh my goodness. And the fact that he got hit saved him from the command grab, which would have been huge damage there.
Oh, and we're traded. Oh no! He got caught by the 4-3. Oh no, he got caught by another one.
Empty jump into
Nyx
the
found
throw.
something.
One more hit, and the sweep is gonna do
A
it.
sweep.
Revit leafing 3-1 over Nyx.
that got out of control really, really, really fast. And he's just dead now.
It's amazing how he was able to just lock him down in that corner. The meter bird 4-3 covering the shoulder wake up 2. The wake up shoulder does have 2 hits, but the second hit comes 400,000 frames after the first one, and it's very hard to break armor with it. And Revit's doing a good job of locking him down in the corner, giving him no options. Hold this forward 3, sir. Quit trying to play the game. All right, you're locked down. Stay there. I'm in advance on the loser side. Revit leafing, making it further in that bracket. And who he's going to play, we'll find out as we get into the winner's side, guys. And it is going to be a swarm of Noble and also Dev. That's what compromises the winner's side of the bracket. First matchup is going to be Tweedy versus Rewind, who was actually recently just added to Noble. Congratulations, sir. But before we set that up, let's take a look at some of the highlights of that crazy high mobility, high everything match.
Boy. Game number 1, Darkside versus Cheetah. Nyx versus Leafing. The sweep.
It was a down one.
Bounce cancel.
Meter bird cancel. And it cut the jump back attempt. Oh my goodness. And here we go into the very final game. This is where he just locks you down in that corner. Don't wake up. And the trait's activated. That'd have been huge damage regardless. And another one.
He held it. He held it and just waited. And this is what I was thinking of right there. That's what I was thinking from that first game. But regardless, man, what a set. Man, the way your health bar just disappears with that character Cheetah when she's scratching you, when she's traded up.
You know?
Man.
All right, shouts to Steven the Gamer there on Twitter. Thank you, sir, for the tweet. He said, forget Overwatch League. I'm watching more of the gods. That's our boy right there. That's our boy.
Thank you for tuning in, sir. He's always here, man.
Always.
Every week, man.
Always. And, guys, again, we'll take a quick break as we set up the next match, and that is going to be on the winner's side, Tweedy versus Rewind. And before, can we take a quick look at that bracket? Can we? Is it active? Is it live?
Is it possible?
We got those. There it is. So, Tweedy versus Rewind, and then Dab versus Semiij. These are some good matches here on the winner's side. And then that will set up our loser side where Deoxys and Revit are patiently waiting their opponents, and then we will get on into the loser semis, winners finals, so on and so forth, until we have a Week 5 champion. We are down to 6 of our original 8, and we will see who goes to the loser side of the bracket coming up right next, guys. We'll take a quick break here on War of the Gods. Are we doing a restart? All right, guys, welcome back. We are going to move on to the winner's side of the bracket. Sorry for the delay. We are trying to fix some stuff on the back end, but we're going to get into Tweedy versus Rewind, both representing Noble. Show those Noble emotes in that chat. We got them locked and loaded. We get a hidden select here. Who's the player one spot?
Ooh.
Tweedy. Tweedy giving us the hidden select.
Okay.
And Rewind going with Catwoman here. And Catwoman's really been a plague for Tweedy since week one of War of the Gods, season number 1, with the likes of Semiij giving his Superman a lot of trouble.
Yeah, at the very beginning, we saw those two kind of go back and forth, back and forth. I wouldn't be surprised to see Enchantress here. No, we're getting Starfire.
And this is a character that Tweedy's really had his eye on since her release. And he hasn't really had the results that he's had with Superman. She's always been there. He's always occasionally, you know, picked her out, but he just hasn't gotten the wins that a character like Superman has gotten him so far here in Injustice 2.
I like these checks so far from Tweedy. When Rewind gets in, he's been checking really well so far.
And you looked at, he's looking for the anti-airs as well. He's trying to keep Catwoman out of her distance. Ooh, he is annoying with these wake-ups. Yep, those are going to keep everyone on his toes, going for an anti-air there, but not reacting fast enough.
He tried to go with the Starburst, whatever you want to call it, where she tossed the little Starburst up in the air. Caught him out of that wake-up. Rewind has now taken the health lead. And Starfire doesn't like, when she doesn't have the health lead, there's problems. She's got to get something going. Drop from Rewind. Tweedy trying to press a button there after that jump one.
Oh, shredding that armor, and look at this meterless damage. He's going to spend the bar. Okay, 1 bar and going in the background bounce. Get released just to get smacked by Black Manta here. Get him out, Waters.
Almost 500. That's some pretty good damage if you ask me. Tweedy just trying to get Rewind to open up just for a second. Just press any kind of button. Tweedy's out of meter now.
Going the clean read. Over the projectile, and we go for another ride.
We're going around the world, around Atlantis, through the tunnels, hit the fan. Sorry, Tweedy. Back to where it all started. And finally, Tweedy gets Rewind to open up.
That's right, we're back into the trench nursery. Already throwing those eggs, those balls of Atlantis, as I like to call them.
That's what they are called. Come on, man.
Doing
the balls of Atlantis.
The balls
There's no better
of Atlantis. at play and almost got a double jump in there as Rewind is looking to close this out. Only needs one stray hit. Look for another jump 2 read there. It goes underneath the projectile. Oh my goodness. One more hit. Already has Tweedy back to the corner. Great meter burn read on the jump 2.
Time I whipped you into shape. I respect
That's a
your
universal
warrior
answer to
skills.
that jump 2. Meter burn back 3s, and we see it implemented really late in Injustice 2. A lot of guys like to use that as their option to anti-air. This woman.
And she's a tough one. If you... Oh! Wow, that wake up... Oh my god, he got him out of the cat dash! But the back 2 is going to be the answer for Rewind. Goes up 1-0. Solid play by Tweedy, to be honest. You know, I don't know if he's going to switch or not, but I mean that was actually really close. He made the comeback, had some really good reads. I mean, to be honest, he got caught by some big damage just trying to go with that anti-air starburst right at the beginning. Reaction was just not there. He's going to stick it out with Starfire.
Yeah, he's probably played Superman Catwoman enough to know, you know, the limitations, and probably just doesn't want to play it. And we haven't seen Enchantress either from him, and I know that he actually hit me up. He hit me up in the DMs. He said, Aqua, I'm going to be the best Enchantress. But
I respect it.
But it may take some time to develop because we haven't really seen it so far here on War of the Gods from Tweedy, but we have seen it on the Clash, and even
on the Clash.
Even got a win.
Yeah, and it was a really fun set to watch. It was between him and Nikki, Hellboy and Enchantress. Really fun set to watch. Oh, that whip trip going to go under that projectile. And Tweedy has found himself in the corner.
And there's that back 3
Ooh.
reaction as well, but a little bit too late on it and wasn't able to catch her as an anti-air, and she was able to recover when hitting that ground. That's a big damage. Oh my goodness. It's time to guess. Ooh, keeps it plus. And there's, okay, stagger. I think Tweedy got an input error. Not too sure.
Hear me roar.
But had a chance to press a button. Instead, looked like the glitter came out. Got neutral jumped. Big damage. And back into the corner we go. Back into this blender. That Catwoman puts you in, and it is Meow Mix at that point.
That's exactly what it is. That's why Tweedy wants out of this situation and using these meter burn back 3s to just try and get Rewind, try and get some damage. Nice dash under. The Rewind scouting it out to cancel.
Is something distracting you? This how you ask me?
When she does a block string into that right there, a little starburst move, it does create a gap. And that's what Rewind exposed to force that clash. The back 2, the whip punish. Rewind has just been getting so good with those perfectly spaced whip punishes. With most any character he's playing, meter burn back 3 through the trash can.
Toasty, as they say.
Okay,
And this
Tweedy.
looks very similar. Very similar to the last game.
Put him in full screen. Now he just has to do almost the impossible, which is keep Catwoman out. And he's already been walked to the corner. It only took a couple of seconds to go full screen. And another read on those projectiles with a clean jump to Rewind. Making all the right decisions. And that is going to kill perfectly. 2-0 now for the young addition to Noble's.
So what do we see from Tweedy now? Is he gonna stick with Starfire? Will he bring out Enchantress? Will he go Superman?
I mean, you have nothing to lose at this point, right? So, if you've been in the lab, no, he says, screw this. Starfire is my choice for Catwoman. And I'm really curious, guys, Enchantress is legal, if we're going to see any representation in this top 8. Because that would kind of be, that's history right there. DLC really hasn't been showcased here on War of the Gods, even the week that they are released.
Outside of Hellboy, Hellboy was probably
Yes.
the most that we saw ever. But to be honest, I've played the Enchantress Catwoman matchup. Once Catwoman gets her cornered, man, boy is that tough. And a cat dash on reaction when she does the curses, that can kill your soul as well.
Absolutely, and a neutral jump will just eliminate the wake-up game from Enchantress. That thing doesn't have that high of a hitbox.
Absolutely.
Which thank God, because we all have war flashbacks of Ermac's push trying to bait it out. And you just couldn't bait it out. You actually had to hold that.
Oh, and Tweety was reading a stagger there, and Rewind committed to the entire string. Tweety picking it up with some nice 300 damage. Backing up. Wait for that jump 2. That's what he's waiting on, something to react to. Just out of reach. Just out of reach again. We're all the way at the other corner now. Tweety, don't put yourself in this position. Oh, and the meter burn into the meter burn again. Okay, Tweety has turned himself around, put so much of the stage behind him. Very nice. Oh, no. Picked it back up again. Down 1 hair flip.
All right, Tweety, a little bit of health lead. It has a magic pixel. If you don't that back 3 rip, he was in distance to force a block there. Maybe he didn't want Rewind to react to it with a meter back 3 of his own. Because these kids and their reactions, and a down 2. Okay, Tweety.
First time out, kid? Still not hot enough for you?
Rewind gonna get 15% back, just about what he lost. Jump in 1. Rewind coming in with the pressure. Nice check by Tweety, pushes him. Ooh. Creates some space in the forward 3. Gets him out of that whip trip. Oh, and you see right there, Tweety was waiting for that jump. But Rewind had the counter read.
And slowly chipping away at this bar of health. A little bit of damage
no
at a time.
punish.
And another down 2 reactionary here from Tweety. And
He didn't have enough trait.
On the board.
Wow.
Tweety. That was amazing play. Able to chip away there at the end with stray hits. He was reacting fantastically with down 2. It looked like it was low profiling perfectly. Over that jump 2 might be a strict timing thing there, but it was beautiful. Kept the full screen, caught him with a couple projectiles here and there. That was great play. He was actually able to keep Rewind out.
Starfire.
Not an easy thing to do, by the way.
Yeah, perfectly spaced by Tweety in most all those situations. He was going from one corner, got himself out, going to another, just putting all that space behind him so that he could react to anything Rewind wanted to do while he's chasing him around from corner to corner to corner. Splendid play there by Tweety. Nice read.
Off to a good start here. 300 damage off of that ridiculous jump 3. That hits almost the entirety of the space below her when she goes airborne. But might have some hitbox issues with Catwoman, you never know. And unfortunately didn't get the conversion in the Batmobile there. That'd have been some decent meterless damage. And a few times that jump on has hit her out of the flip. That's not something that I think Tweety's going to be accustomed to, is getting actually hit out of that wake up. But luckily he hasn't gotten full comboed for it just yet.
Jump in. Starfire with a really good jump in that crosses you up even when it doesn't cross you up. And Tweety has made a great adjustment so far, but Rewind pushing him to the corner. As you said, Aquaman, it's Meow Mix City.
Oh no, there we go.
There it is again.
There's the full combo. And Rewind was ready that time. He saw that he had gotten the jump 1 to actually beat it out twice in a row. And he said, you know what? That's when you actually go for the read and you do the jump 1 on their wake up, and you're ready for the combo that time because you know that it works.
Especially in the corner. And golly, man. Perfectly spaced back too. The awareness by Rewind and another one.
All right, is Tweety going to wake up? And he does it. This time staying grounded. He's got to be careful because Rewind has been scouting him out. And Rewind. One clean hit will force a wager.
Nice meter burn back 3.
Okay.
Time I whipped you into shape. I respect your warrior
This might get
skills.
Rewind off a bar or 2.
Two.
Okay.
One clean hit from Rewind, and it could all be over with. Tweety in a very precarious spot right now. Nice catch.
And it's going to take something like a meter burn 4-3, something like that, for Starfire to have access to the damage that will put him within kill distance, but oh no.
Something distracting you. This how you ask me?
Spend that 1 bar.
Like I said, Starfire can't really kill right here. It's going to take a few hits. It's going to take a 4-3 combo. As Richard gets some big damage, a back three, something like that. But Tweedy really hasn't gotten those kind of stray hits. It's all been, down two here, projectile there. And even utilizing the special moves with the air flip. And that's going to be a huge whiff punish. And no clash, no air escape. And that's going to be death. Rewind with a 3-1. You're on the winner's side to advance to winner's finals.
Tweedy was really waiting on Rewind to commit to a button. Threw out a lot of meter burn back threes. He had himself to the corner, but didn't want to take a risk because he knew one more catch by Rewind, and that was it. He didn't want to take those chances and just build some meter with the projectiles. But in the end, he did get opened up, got caught. Rewind's moving on, sending Tweedy down to losers to face Revit leafing.
Yes, and they have played quite a few times. Mortal Kombat and Injustice alike, very familiar with each other. And then we're going to move on to the other side of the winner's bracket, which is going to be Dab versus Semiij. And the loser of that will go down to face Deoxys. So, we've had our first Noble team kill. Will we have a coalition team kill if Dab cannot get past Semiij? And this is a matchup that we've seen before, but it's one that Dab really wants. And, that's a testament to Dab as a player wanting to get back to that upper echelon of players. He wants to be the best, and he wants to beat the best. And Semiij is on his list of guys to beat, and he's one of the guys that should be on everyone's list. If you guys want to be a top Injustice player, that's someone you're going to have to beat on a consistent basis if you want to be the best. It's not easy.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think only one person's really done a consistent job of that. That has been the GOAT himself, sonicfox.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, yeah. I thought you were just talking here.
But here on War of the Gods,
yeah,
it's only been Rewind. I mean, this has been a Rewind at Semiij show, and it could be a repeat if Semiij makes it past Dab. And I think they have played for every single week of War of the Gods here in season number 2. That's just a testament to how good those two are as players. It's ridiculous, guys.
Yeah, and Semiij just recently at KIT, speaking of trying to kind of.
I'm still dying a little bit, guys. But
Aquaman's barely alive right now.
I didn't want to miss out on any more action here on War of the Gods. So we're taking a quick break. I'm gonna cough my life out, and we'll be right back with the next match, guys. Here on War of the Gods, week number 5, top 8. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to War of the Gods Week 5 Top 8. Before we get to the next match, guys, we might have a fix on some of the issues that you guys are experiencing on the back end. But in order to get there, we do have to do a quick restart. We're going to try to reboot, and we're going to try to reconnect to the right server that we're trying to get to. So, guys, we'll be right back with a quick restart. Don't go anywhere, as we got Semiij versus Dab coming up next. And, well, guys, again, quick restart. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Here on War of the Gods. All right, guys, welcome back. Although I'm not too sure where that Starfire wind post came from. We need to put that back where it belongs, which is not being seen. Calm down, Mr. Executive Producer in the back. Also, shouts to Ricky Rao, Executive Producer, doing his thing, trying best to get you guys the best experience possible. Hope that has fixed everything, guys. Let us know in the chat. Give us feedback on if everything is cleared up or not. But I'm going to send out these invites, and we're going to get this match going. It's going to happen. It's going to be Daddy Dab himself going up against Noble Semiij, representing, hopefully, the Enchantress squad. I'm not too sure. He broke out Enchantress a little bit, and he told some of the Illuminati, some of the War of the Gods Illuminati, that he wanted to go like only Enchantress. But
that's you know, I almost half expect Dab to run Manta. I don't think we're going to see the Hellboy, especially if Semiij picks Catwoman.
He did say after Sunday that he really found like
Black Manta.
Like he had like a renewed faith in Manta, and this is a matchup that is very highly debated at the highest level of Injustice 2, which is, does Catwoman have a losing matchup? Does Black Manta beat her? And that it's said by sonicfox, but you also have to kind of put into the equation of quantum physics of matchup numbers sonicfox's skill when you put it into those equations. And sometimes matchups are just because he's sonicfox, and sometimes even the other way, where this could be Semiij making it look a completely different way. And so player skill really has a funny way of affecting matchup numbers as well. But I'm so glad we get to see some more of this matchup that we saw from KIT in Grand Finals, as Semiij will be battling out a different Manta in Daddy Dab. And already off to a wonderful start here.
What a down one by Semiij to close out that first health bar of Dab's. Dab finally found some space here to work with. He's really been on the defensive. Nice meter burn back three to counter. And some good damage to boot. And that jump three by Black Manta is just so good. Both of these characters with very strong jump-ins. Semiij opens up Dab. Inching his way to the corner. Oh. And he caught him out of the wake-up.
Never back me into a corner.
Will that be a lesson to everyone at home that is not a true wake-up? Manta,
it's his best wake-up, but it's definitely not real.
Manta does not have those. But pretty much has everything else, and Dab's still putting it on the line. Says, I'm going to do it again. Young man, I'm going to test you. But did not have the health to mount any kind of comeback there. And it's amazing that you can see so many different styles of Manta being played. He can be real mix heavy in the corner, real gimmicky with the missile setups. Or you look at Sonic Fox, who even renewed my faith in the character, that he can just be played so solidly that it's effective to simply outspace your opponent, to keep yourself safe. Don't put any gaps. Utilize jump 3, and just try to chip away at your opponent. Build that meter. Do the chip damage, always remain safe, and just look to outspace with the back 1-1, with the forward 2. And it's just amazing how well you can see. And even there, he almost got the back 1-1 as a whiff punish. And we'll see if he has the optimals as well, because he's got some pretty high execution combos if you want the damage.
And bust that armor of Catwoman's, but Semiij with the answer right back to the corner again. Nice catch there by Deb. I thought they traded for a minute, but the back 3 is going to send us in front of the theater.
Oh, and that was recovery on that down 1 right there. That feels terrible when you know that punish is inbound. And able to, that is nice little setup there, yeah. It was unsafe, but the pushback was ridiculous, and Semiij pressed the button as a counter poke, and it's got whip punished himself for it. That was beautiful by Deb. Oh, no.
Tried it again. Catwoman has some of the best meaty strings in the business. Just has so many frames she can put out there. Just blow up a lot. 4-3. Gonna cross up. Oh my god, the anti-air 4-3 by Semiij is on another level.
That was ridiculous. That
wow.
That was Semiij Prime right there. When everything goes his way, it just seems like any button he presses is gonna hit. Everything's gonna convert. Everything's gonna work out in his favor, and he is steamrolling right now. 2-0 over Dab, who has tried Black Mana. A couple situations where it looks really good, but the decision making on Wake Up hasn't. He's really gotten burned for that. And we're just not seeing him shut down Catwoman's advancement like we see someone like Sonic Fox do. He's just letting Semiij get in for free here.
But toss some of those missiles up. Just to put it in Semiij's head that, hey, I'm throwing these missiles up, and I think he may have went for it right there in that EX cat dash going full screen. I'm pretty sure I saw the animation of that missile coming out.
And even there, losing out on a lot of damage. The optimal there, getting, I think, 300 damage and some change off the double jump 2 off of trait into the stab, but losing out on damage, has a health lead here. It went for one of the best down 2s in the game, and still getting absolutely stuffed like a turkey in Thanksgiving by that jump 2 there. Jump 1 there by Semiij. That was ridiculous. And all the jump 3s on this planet worked out for Dab there, and that jump 3 is ridiculous. It hits everywhere, and I can't tell if that was a reaction to the missile or not, but Semiij just woke up with a down 1, which, if you're Black Manta and you're trying to Oki with like a back 1-1 or a stand 1, the wake up down 1's really smart. His mids are very slow. So always
when they catch you, they can do everything.
Never back me into a corner.
Break armor, chip damage.
Yeah, don't ever just do raw medium and back 3s and medium and forward 3s against Manta. That will get shredded. Those knives, every string he does hits laser fast. And we'll shred those things. And there we go. Getting into that max range forward 2.
Oh, not watching his head though. Nice whip punish.
There we go. Okay, and there's the aqua I was talking about. There's the damage off that whiff punish. Echo, you do need to restart your mic. You have re-entered the Matrix. They sucked you back in. I'm so sorry. Agent Smith wasn't done with you for the night. And while he does a quick restart on that, we're looking at Dab. Some kind of things that might be too late, though. It is incredibly fast anti-air, but a little too slow. Dab might be showing his age there, and unfortunately doesn't get the anti-air, and that is a clean 3-0 for Semiij. Dab could have had something there, could have been back into the game. Unfortunately, doesn't get the anti-air.
I'm back, by the way. Hopefully I sound okay. Man, I hate that I missed the end of that. Semiij, I know Dab, Semiij is kind of like that, that that hurdle that Dab wants to get over, and Semiij is just so solid of a player, man. And no matter, sometimes just the reads are not there, or just the reaction not there, whatever the case may be. Man, oh man. But that was a nice set, though. I mean, Dab really he had the answers.
Yeah,
he really did.
He after the walloping that was early on in the set, really started to find his game. Really started to space better, especially there towards the end, and wasn't able to get that anti-air super that we saw Fox again hit him with so many times at KIT. So I think that's something that he'll have to work on that matchup more and more, and just really find his footing in the spacing in that matchup, because Semiij was really still allowed to play his game, which is something that Manda shuts down. And just shouts to Brandon. Wishing Stokes happy birthday. He killed himself in Battlefront 2 so that he could put out that tweet. That tweet might have just cost you like $5.99. You might want to be careful on Battlefront 2. I'm just saying. Man, the only thing DICE has put out that's left a bad taste in my mouth, but I still actually really enjoy playing the game. As a real big Battlefield fan, let's go. And yeah,
it was a fun game when I was down there. Like that, I didn't know walking into it what I was gonna, I've never played a Battlefront game, to be honest. And that game is actually pretty OD.
You were actually here for the beta, I believe, where we had some fun on stream. But guys, to take a quick break as we set up the next match, which is going to be Revit Leafing versus Tweedy. And this is they played a lot. I'm gonna test our admins. What is their overall head-to-head in Injustice 2 and or Mortal Kombat X? Because they have played quite a few times. So I'm gonna see if my admin can go deep into his stat sheet and get those answers for us, as we will be right back with that matchup, guys, after this quick break. All right, guys, welcome back.
All right.
We got this matchup already lined up. They're already here. Tweety, I saw him in the chat say that he wants to stick with Starfire. Very interesting. Says that he doesn't really think that he'll be playing Superman much anymore.
He said he dropped him.
Now,
I don't know.
I thought that I might have heard that before. But let's see, with his renewed faith in Starfire, very interesting matchup. She has a trait that's going to be great for Chief trying to come in. Has the little anti-air glitter that can lead into a full combo. But we've yet to see a character really outside of Batman that can truly shut down her approach. And he's already trying. Oh my goodness, that DP does hit everywhere though.
It really does. Behind her, in front of her, just not under her. Oh, and this is good for Tweety. The longer the combo is, that trait is draining for Revit Leafing.
And My goodness, that was a
it's
long
gone.
combo indeed. Beautiful start here by Tweedy, and we're actually seeing Starfire combos. Never would have thought in my time that I would see combos like these. Okay, Tweedy. Okay. I see where you're coming from.
Profiling. Wow, everything is working for Tweedy right now. Leafing, you've got to calm down and block just a little bit. But we know how it is, man. Even against Slayer, the godlike reach from Slayer still wasn't enough to slow down Revit Leafing. The more you try and hold this man down, the harder he comes back.
Ooh, and eventually gets opened up.
Up.
Chip territory, and he gets the air-to-air.
I have you.
That dive has some amazing priority, and what a reaction to him using the interactable to get the punish and avoid the interactable all together. Oh my goodness. Oh!
He got out of the 4-3, but wait a minute, he's still traded up. Oh my god, he's still traded up. No.
No,
Not like
this!
Tweety, no! No, you gotta
Oh,
block!
okay!
No,
Okay!
wake up!
That was so close to being the most ridiculous comeback. Hero War of the Gods. There are no words. I'm out of them. They're gone. I'm done.
Boy, that was so scary, Tweety. Oh, man.
How? Okay. So put yourself in Tweety's shoes. What was the size of the sigh of relief when he saw that actually worked?
Starfire.
Like, that had to have been monumental, right?
I mean, that was probably just a few frames of either being, shutting down that wake up or the wake up working, and Tweety's favorite did work. But, man, that was scary. Like,
man, and credit to Revit. These 4-3s have been getting them back into these matches left and right. Huge comeback mode, almost engaged, and wow, the anti-air, little glitter there, going into some great meterless damage, 300 meterless damage off of down 2. That's one of the higher ones I've seen.
yeah, Tweety's really been putting in work. And these meter burn back threes that were not working against Rewind are putting in massive work for Tweety so far.
I mentioned that's where really Starfire gets her big damage.
And Leafing. Oh, and just really throwing everything,
goodness.
burning all the meter and the mix. Avoids the wake up. Coming back in. Meter burn back three is blocked. Big City coming in. What an answer from Tweety. Just not enough distance on that back three.
Ooh, and went for the whiff punish, but instead got the trade. That's something you can still take and catch the back dash. Tweety still maintaining this health lead, but barely. If Revit gets one pounce in, instead summons the Michelin Man mid-match and comes in with the drop kick from the top rope and tying us up here, going to the last bar of health for both these gentlemen.
Traded up. Dangerous territory, air to air. The trade. Makes the wake up. Tweety is. Boy, just got a bar from that. Here come these 4-3s again. Tweety, you can't do this.
Feel the burn.
I relish the challenge.
Tweety gonna keep the bar. Leafing just needs one. Especially if he gets that trade in time.
We're getting aggressive. There's Tweety and gets whip punished.
What a whip punish.
Kept it. Meatless was Revit there.
Oh.
And this should force a wager.
You dishonor the goddess.
Even Trigon couldn't take my heat.
He's gonna burn a bar. Honestly, Revit Leafing just needs one. Tweety, you gotta keep him away. You can't let him jump in at you.
He does have the bar and is about to have his trait. He's going to activate. Instead comes in.
That's the meter burnt. And he's still got a bar to work with. He's gonna do it again. It's gonna be tied 1-1. Tweety couldn't keep him out forever.
All right, we got ourselves a match, ladies and gentlemen. We have yet to have ourselves a Game 5 tonight. Hoping to have one here. The back and forth has been insane. It looked like Tweety was in real good control early on in that matchup. Getting the early health lead. Looked like everything was working out. And Revit just fighting and, dare I say, clawing his way back into these matches. It's a beautiful thing to watch, as he almost took that first game back from Tweety as well. So this is great. And I'm curious to see what will happen if Revit actually gets the health lead first. and is able to maintain it because so far he's been fighting back the entire time. He's been having to make crazy reads. He's been having to do something crazy to try to even up the health or even at the end gain the health lead. And I think that's going to be really important here is that what will happen if Tweedy can maintain the good early starts and try to close out against Revit, or will Revit get the early lead and actually start to run away with this match?
I like that down one by Tweedy there, not getting himself mixed up. But unfortunately puts himself in corner territory. The backdash tried to go with a whiff punish there. Now we're back in the middle. Leafing, oh, a nice air-to-air. Tweedy playing this perfectly so far, but it just takes one. It just takes one. Will he burn the bar again? No. He's coming back in with a 4-3 sweep. Or maybe that was a down one. Happened so fast, I couldn't even tell. He's going to burn the bar again.
Oh, and he went for the background pass, but didn't get it. And just like that, Tweedy still hangs on to a little bit of a lead. Has a potential magic pixel setup here where all of this damage is for free. He's just setting himself up for more success and a potential second bar of health for himself. He has almost taken half of Revit Leafing's bar, and that has lost air-to-air twice now to that dive kick there by Cheetah, and he got himself a little anti-air with a stand one there. MKX anti-airs, if you were. And now Revit is just kind of looking for his way in. And Tweedy standing his ground. Good blocks there.
I love the awareness by Tweedy. Every time Revit whiffs a button, oh no. He's still got 2 bars to work with. He's traded up. The mix is incoming. Meter burn pounce. And the wake up by Tweedy again. That,
and at any moment right there, Tweedy could have died. At any moment.
Exactly.
One meter burn cancel, you're dead.
That's kind of been the life and death of Tweedy. Well, almost death in that first game. All the wake ups by Tweedy. They've either worked in clutch situations or they've been beaten out, especially by that dive of Cheetah's. So if Leafing in that situation had that read on that wake up that's been stuffed out a couple times, we could be looking at something completely different.
And he had the bar where he could make that meter burn read and go for the kill. And coming in here chromed up. This is something new I've seen from Revit. I kind of pay attention to everyone's custom to their characters. This is a new one for me. I haven't seen this one yet from Revit.
The Electrum skin, I love that shader.
And you know, Revit, known for having as little clothing as possible on his Cheetah. He likes 1 or 2 pieces of wood, and that's about it.
Yeah, Cheetah... I remember early in this game, there was a shader that came out, and somebody hit me up on Twitter saying, hey, let me see it on Cheetah. And I'm like, man, this character has no gear.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even show you the shader because there's nothing to show. Wow! Beats out that meter burn back 3. Nice punish.
And that was reactionary from Revit Leafing. That was beautiful. To get out the quickest possible hit that he could, you know, recognizing that he went into a meter burn back 3. And in that time, able to get DP out, that was beautiful. And that's a whip punish. Easy
whip punish.
That was amazing as Revit ties us up now. And this is a good position for Revit. Before, he found himself, half his health was gone in this situation before. He's starting to lose it again with all the zoning. And what a... Do want to jump back one.
You dishonor the goddess.
Even Trigon couldn't take my heat.
Leafing plenty of bar to work with. Going to spin 2, get 15% back. And that is the last time you will see him clash in this match alone. Will he take us to a game number 5? Or will Tweedy move on?
He barely made it through. That anti-air from Tweedy's going to stay where he stood, and he's going to keep it in a guessing game. Is that a blender here? It does have an air escape, but he keeps him grounded. So smart by Tweedy as he's looking to close out this match right now.
Wow! I don't know if Leafing was scouting that jump or not.
My hunger will be sated.
But he committed to that trait cancel, which opened up that opportunity to force that clash. That trait is going to do the work. Tweedy will move on. Sending Revit Leafing packing to week number 6. I saw a lot of predictions in that chat before this broadcast started. A lot of people have Tweedy taking this week. We'll see what happens. Tweedy's still in this thing.
And with
Wow.
Starfire. Talk about bringing some hype to this stream. We rarely get to see Starfire, let alone in the W column here on War of the Gods. Shout out to Tweedy, giving us some hype. And Revit as well with that cheetah. One of our personal favorites to see on stream because of the comeback potential, because of the damage.
Yeah.
Because at a flick of a switch, someone could die. They could be at full health. It doesn't matter.
Look,
You're always a mix from death.
This whole week, Sunday and tonight, and that set with Tweety, like that is the hype factor in that character. The Slayer and Revit Leafing matchup was just absolutely nuts, just like that one was Tweety and Revit Leafing. That character is just so fun to watch, man. You're absolutely right. And there's the bracket. Tweety sitting in loser semis, waiting for the winner between Dab and Deoxys. And a coalition team kill.
Yes, we get another team kill tonight. And for once, and I might actually mean this. This might be the only non-noble team kill we've ever seen. And of course, I'm gonna be wrong on that, but I just felt like saying it.
I know what
that's
you're saying,
just how many noble team kills we get to witness here on StreamMe. It's actually ridiculous that, for one, the brackets are absolutely rigged. I'm just kidding. They're just a plethora of them, and they always do well. Always running into each other, always sending each other home. And now it's Coalition's turn, who has really turned up the heat here in season number 2. And all their players doing an amazing job. So shout-outs to Coalition for showing up doing their thing. But one of them, unfortunately, is going to be going home. And Dab was on Black Manta there before the camera switched. So he's thinking here. And is he going to go with the tried and true?
The Dab of Doom? Yes, he is. Deoxys obviously bringing out that Blue Beetle. He has played magnificent tonight. Deoxys, Dab had to go against Semiij, and sometimes, that's not a favorable matchup, no matter who you are, here on War of the Gods anyway.
And I'm gonna try to have a conversation with Deoxys after this on his mindset, because I know that he was talking to a lot of guys saying that right now he was only going to play Catwoman. And I'm really curious if something has changed his mind. But man, do we love watching his Blue Beetle at work.
Blue Beetle is just one of those few characters that is just so freestyle. Me and Atai had that conversation. Wow, what a jump 3. Committed into down forward 1. The low stab.
Yeah, that just happened.
What a start here from Deoxys. This is going to keep Dab on his toes. Because what's going through his mind is he's like, oh my gosh, is Hellboy even going to work here? Do I got to switch characters again? How does Black Manta do this matchup? I don't even know. I've got all my legacy characters as well. Aquaman, Black Adam, Superman. All who he is incredibly strong with. Oh, here comes some leap shenanigans. Okay. And the beater break cancel. Going for that big boy damage. 509 and summoning that trait. Now he's going to play absolutely carefree. And he actually gets hit out of it. So rare to see.
I think it had just expired. Nice revolver there just to take away the last little bit of health in Deoxys' first health bar. But is it enough? Dab didn't get to really play much up until halfway through his second health bar.
And look, and you know what?
The read.
Can we talk about how much meter Deoxys had in those final moments? Where Dab's options just shrunk. The more health he lost. Oh my goodness. He had a full stick of butter at the end of that match. And that just goes to show you either how much meter build Blue Beetle actually has, or just how well Deoxys plays them and manages it well. And can still get damage, can still apply his game plan. And he builds a ton of meter when he's shooting them Cheerios full screen, let me tell you what.
That and the floats, like even mid-combo, when he's doing those down back twos in the air, he's building just a little bit of meter in those, just doing combos. And there's a lot of BMBs with both, the floats and the Cheerios. There we go, first hit goes to Deoxys. Those projectiles doing such work for him. Jump into the low stab. Will he burn the second bar? Yes, he will. Back 3, taking him to the corner. Almost 500. And Dab finally gets to play a little bit.
But man,
he has just not really been able to get anything started until it's too late.
Outside of that one float mix that actually opened up Deoxys' defense has been rock solid. the entire time. Only got one time. He actually caught a whiff there with a stand, too, of all normals. Getting 500 damage for it. Another good block, and instead of trying to guess on the floor, he gets snatched out of the air. Dab with the reactions. Hello. He's
traded up.
He's got a few of those, and didn't have to burn the bar.
Be any more
But
boring?
how smart that was to hit confirm that 4-2-3 into the air snatch that early, so that he didn't have to worry about the side switch and having the kill before he did. That was so smart.
And the wake up down one interrupt of that mix-up string. Dab was coming in with the overhead, and Deoxys just woke up down one into the low stab, closed out that health bar. Deoxys with such presence of mind right now.
I've had teachers tougher than you.
I am so over this crap.
Now, we've seen Wake Up Down 1 a few times tonight from multiple people. It might be becoming the meta with some of these characters that don't have fast mids. Oh, it did that wrong 4-3. Just anti this man. Get back down to earth. Guess this wrong. Off the 50-50 off of 2-2. Can go low, can go overhead. The overhead is the option you do not want to get hit with, as that is the launcher. And sometimes, I hate to say it, guys, sometimes games like these put you in situations where it's a better option to take a hit. And sometimes you just gotta take the low.
Dab sitting on a comfortable health lead right now. Almost, actually now he has super. If he ever wants to use it. Gets caught by that low stab, immediately clashes.
Slippery one.
Can't crush this bug.
And Deoxys gets rid of all of his meter just to keep that even. Dab walked out of it with 2 bars still.
And that shoulder, we talked about earlier, has a huge anti-air hitbox on that bad boy. And you can't escape forever. He was able to get over the first one. Blue Beetle, with his trait, can't get high enough to avoid it altogether, but didn't get airborne fast enough there, tracking him down. I'm sure Dab was just gonna throw every shoulder known to man at the end there to try to close that match out. And shouts to him as he does. And we got ourselves a match here. 1-1.
Yes, we
Again, I've been asking for a game 5. Haven't been given one yet.
Fighters approaching Metropolis.
I never ask, for much back, but can we get a game 5 tonight, please? Please, pretty please.
I think this one can go the distance, man.
Begin.
It has all the elements for a game 5. We'll see what happens. Tied 1-1.
Ooh, and building the meter over the projectile there was Dab. That was nice and smooth. But gonna eat some damage here, and beautiful use of the restand into the background bounce there. Gets some big old damage, and he's not even done yet. What is going on?
We're bringing out the restands.
Blue Beetle,
Mid-screen even.
He really does, how do I say this? He really does kind of take on the persona of a Beetle in that he is annoying when he gets his play shenanigans going with some of the best jump normals in the game. And he really is a bug that you want to swat out of that sky. Otherwise, he is just going to be gnawing at you the entire match. And nice little setup there, but the wake up getting him out with the throw afterwards. Woo!
Okay, Dab, he is a little bit freestyling right now. I can see it in the way he's playing. He's feeling very comfortable.
All right, trade's gone.
And now
Deoxys' turn, and unfortunately the back 3 getting Dab to the corner.
I've had teachers tougher than you.
I am so over this crap.
Dab catching him with one of the best advancing strings in this game. 4-2-3 is brutal when you are at that max distance. And the recognition by Dab. Are you serious, guys? He actually recognized that he anti-aired. It did that air throw early because it would not have converted otherwise. That's ridiculous.
Oh, Dab caught trying to catch Blue Beetle out of the air. Deoxys with the answer, closes out the first health bar. And again, Dab trying to grab him out of the air.
Building that meter mid-combo as well with the cancels. He went with it down to cancel the trait, but got the trait out anyway. He has gotten hit a few times, and there it goes, disappears. And look at Deoxys just trying to block his way through all this mess. And the anti-air meter burn Samaritan. Get out of here, sir. Woo! That's a good old Samaritan right there.
Cowboy wins.
Shoots really big bullets there, Echo.
I mean, look, if you look at the first game, Dab was really trying to find his footing, and you can just see the comfort in his play style now. He knows what he needs to do now. Deoxys, he's playing very solid. His defense is on point. But I don't know, man. He hasn't aired as much as he did in that first game. That's for sure. That's right. He was getting a ton of damage, and that's why Dab wasn't really playing his game with the air shenanigans with Hellboy, and it kind of threw Dab off. If Deoxys can keep him out of the air, get some damage for Dab doing that.
Yeah, we
might go to a game 5.
You saw a lot of straight jump ones, and especially jump 3s hit early on in that game. And Dab turning the heat up here. Starting off with a beautiful whip push like there with that 4-2-3, but didn't confirm to the air throw, which is so rare of him. And Deoxys trying to get some shenanigans going, but Dab just backdashes out of dodge for free with what could be one of the worst backdashes in existence.
His forward dash is real nice, but that backdash, yeah, it's pretty suspect. Nice confirm here by Dab. Doesn't get the background bounce. Leaps full screen, building some meter.
Oh my goodness!
Wow!
Are you kidding me? He canceled a leap down the earth and just sniffed that jump by Deoxys. That's when you know that you are in the zone. That was ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying, man. He's playing with such comfort right now. Everything is working for Dab right now. And he may actually go on to face Tweedy. But Deoxys got to pull it together here. He turns the trade on. The blades are active.
And now Deoxys is going to second guess himself if he's going to jump after that cancel. That's the beauty of an air snatch, ladies and gentlemen. He pulled out the big down one, though, and still gets snatched out of that air. Stay out of this air zone. This is a no-fly zone. Anti-air missile system is on fleek, guys.
Oh, no. And just when Deoxys was going to come in with some offense, that armor stops it all.
And getting the air-to-air, but no damage off of it. That could have been his comeback right there. Take that first bar of health. Now Dab is just playing with him, playing with his food, building this meter. And he even went for the swag combo. He drops that 80% of the time. Are you kidding me?
I've had teachers tougher than you.
I am so over this crap.
And I holler, yep. Gonna say all the meters gone. Deoxys under 100 hit points remaining. Dab coming in with the chip. Oh my god, the read!
There was no way in. He had the space covered. Dab, once he got comfortable there, holy crap. That was scary. And this is the Dab that we've grown accustomed to, bringing us the hype with Hellboy.
Yeah.
You might want to put good old solid Black Manta away and just stay on the hype train with Hellboy, Dab, because damn it, it is beautiful.
It really is, man. It's just, kind of like watching art sometimes when somebody finds that character like Dab. He's like you mentioned earlier, he's always had a solid Superman, Aquaman, but I know he said a couple times that he loves those characters, but he wants something new, something fresh.
Yeah,
not coming from the first game.
You mentioned it's almost like an art form, and I'm gonna quote the great Christopher Walken here from the movie Man on Fire, who said that a man could be an artist in anything. Whether a painter, a chef, chef is an artist with food, but Dab's art is Hellboy, and he's about to paint his masterpiece tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got Tweety.
I couldn't
in his
do the
way,
actual
though.
quote, which is art is death, but we'll see. We'll see if he can keep it going. If he wins this week, then his art would have been death because he will have killed everybody else in this top 8. Woo!
It's going to be interesting, man, because Tweety and Dab both, I know they're hungry for this win. Both of them have been here more than a few times, in these top 8s. They just need it. Now, Semiij and Rewind still in winners. So it's getting a little scary because those two have just been kind of, as you mentioned earlier, they've kind of been the kings of War of the Gods so far. So
yeah, they have dominated, guys. This has been 1 and 2 the entirety of season number 2. And that's just ludicrous. Are you guys not good enough to beat these two? Come on.
Somebody's got to shut them down, man.
Someone's got to be the one to get in there and break the mold, break the meta, as these two have played. Oh my goodness! All right, so let's see what we got here. They've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times so far. And they are, wow, is that accurate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rewind is 5-1 against Semiij this season. Holy crap!
I would have never thought 5. I thought it'd have been closer than that, but
yeah. So
hey, man, if
they
that's what they are,
they did not play in week number 2, which Semiij won. They both won 2 weeks. Rewind has won both week 1 and week number 4. Semiij winning week 2 and week 3. So either way, one of these guys is going to have a three-peat if they end up meeting each other again in grand finals. But we're in winners finals right now, and this is going to be big for these guys who have played each other. And it's been 3-1, 3-2 every single time that they have played. They have not gotten a 3-0 over one another. That is how close these matches have been. And definitely getting the winner side of that grand final, I think, is going to be key.
And we've seen this matchup more than a few times. What a whip punish on that meter burn back 3, and a punish on the cat dash. And here we go. Back 3 wasn't there. Execution just a little bit off.
And Rewind won this exact matchup. They played it last week in week number 4. 3-2 on the winner's side in grand finals. Rewind won it 3-1. His Wonder Woman was looking so crisp in this matchup.
And we saw him baiting out Semiij, trying to punish those shields full screen. But he would leave himself at the perfect distance to be able to block before that cat dash was actually able to punish.
And I talked to a few guys at KIT about Rewind's Wonder Woman, and a lot of top players agreed that they just love the way that he's able to kind of use all of Wonder Woman's tools, and says that he's one of the few guys that really understands the character at the highest level and can implement her game plan to its fullest potential. And you guys saw it there in week number 4, how he just dominated Semiij with Wonder Woman, which is not easy to do.
It was probably one of the longest sets in history on StreamMe. That set felt like it lasted forever. It was such a patience game. Just, the spacing, just the pace of the match altogether. And it was fun to watch, but man, it was really long.
And it's kind of similar to what we saw at KIT with sonicfox as well, and he picks Black Manta in this matchup. That characters that can slow Catwoman down and force her, to actually play a very fundamental game and slow down the game that is Injustice 2 can be very effective. But it takes these ridiculous players like Rewind and sonicfox, who are just ridiculous,
Surrender while you can.
I can't be tamed.
to slow her down and make her play their game. Make her actually have to play spacing against your normals. And it's a beautiful thing to watch, for being honest with you. It's a much slower Injustice 2, but it's beautiful to watch, especially from a viewer standpoint, to get a better understanding of spacing in this game.
Surprised this fight's not over?
It's too soon to get cocky.
And universally, that's got to be the answer to Catwoman, man. Because once she gets going, it is 100 miles an hour, safe strings, mix-ups, damage. But this may close out the first game.
And again,
Rewind going up 1-0.
Down to a fundamental level. Rewind stood his ground. Semiij forward dashed. Forward dashes have a lot of recovery on them. Reacted accordingly with a down 1-2, which is meaty enough to cover everything except for going for a read with it and eating a jumping attempt. But that covers the approach, punishes the forward dash, and now
we're getting Enchantress.
Switching to Enchantress here. And this is, yeah. Echo's going to say it for me. Go for it.
This word on the street is this is a terrible matchup for Enchantress. Wonder Woman can really pick on her. We'll see what happens. I'm sure that they've played this matchup. Semiij has a reason for picking it. But even her projectile, her wall that she puts up,
it doesn't matter. That shield goes right through it. And coming out with the meter burn DP, that opens up so many people. Didn't even cross up either. Semiij may have just went for a punish early on.
Now, Enchantress, I mentioned it on Sunday. One good thing about her is when she hits you, a lot of times she can hit you twice as long as the setup is there and you get the hit afterwards. But It's gonna. Enchantress really has to find her way in against Wonder Woman. It's gonna be tough.
She does it. She's got some great numbers for it, and ooh, that was pure spacing right there at its finest. Throwing out that forward two there by Semiij and not finishing the string. Rewind was looking for the whiff punish, so Semiij kind of threw it out there, saw him whiff, and then took his turn. Unfortunately, didn't get anything off of it. The back 1-1 came out pretty fast there. Ooh, calling out.
And
that
you can see what Rewind's doing. Rewind, every time that Semiij wants to throw out one of those curses, you can backdash it.
And Semiij playing the mind game off that stand 2 as well. Or if he'd have held that a little bit longer, an unblockable would have come out. But Rewind stood his ground, and he may try to implement the unblockable moving forward in this matchup. The DP covering both sides. It's all good there. As Rewind is maintaining his advantage, but Semiij doesn't look too far ahead of it. That was a beautiful tool against that demon. I mean, you can jump forward over it every single time, make it whiff. The meter burn dash there as well, getting him out of dodge for free. Didn't have to hold any kind of mix. And she is one of those characters that has interesting properties where she has strings she can meter burn. She has a special move that she can meter burn that because of the launch. As you see right there going for it. She has a lot of ways to get the damage, and that wall is not going to be much in this matchup.
It is not, but you know, one thing that has developed when you do the restand in certain setups, when you do the restand into the projectile wall, it actually makes her semi-plus. I'm not sure exact frames, but it's better than just doing the restand by itself. And that forward 3.
Going for the max distance on it, too. That forward 3 is almost a game changer because that's 3 different distances.
Ready to lose your head?
You're welcome to try.
And it's hard to react to that animation. It appears from the sky, ladies and gentlemen. And, oh, yeah, the conversion! Oh, stop it! Rewind, stop it!
I'm telling you, man, Rewind. If it's execution you're looking for, nice air attack.
And that was reactionary. Oh, my goodness. So, Rewind, or Semiij did do too bad of a job. Didn't get really anything going. Didn't get a clean hit with the 4-2-3 into the meter burn. Didn't have the trait to try to set up. You see the unblockable resets on Twitter, on YouTube that everyone's putting out. So sometimes they're hard to get to. To open up someone raw with 4-2-3, you're really looking at a whiff punish or punish itself to try to get there. Because it's almost impossible to hit confirm a 4-2-3 into a meter burn, you know, with a straight hit.
Especially in meter burn's punishable as well.
Otherwise you're mashing it, praying that it's going to hit. And again, you can get punished for it, as Echo just mentioned. But, hey, you know what? Sometimes you just throw it out there if the meter burn try to catch them. Summon that demon and try to go for the instant jump to the mix afterwards.
Zabulba!
That's right, Zabulba. If you guys watched episode 1, Zabulba, one of the best pod racers around, and makes an appearance here in Injustice 2.
Semiij going back to Catwoman.
That's the meme on the streets anyway.
Didn't like that Enchantress matchup.
Zabulba!
Yeah, that was a big topic on the Clash, I believe. The chat was kind of going nuts about it.
Ooh. And we saw this matchup a few times early on, where it was Rewind who would pick this against. Actually, yeah, he would pick actually Catwoman against Wonder Woman. It's very interesting to see the tides turn because we saw Rewind versus Young Monster so many times, and just how he's able to apply things differently than we saw the Young Monster in this matchup, to where he kind of reverse learned it by playing it the other way around, and kind of thought to himself, you know, that this character has options here and there, and that down
Sometimes
two,
that's the best way.
that down 2 against jump 2, crucial in this matchup.
Woo! Semiij with a hefty health lead right now. Tries to jump in the read on the air shield. Dash in, goes for the low meter burn.
And there's that down 2 again.
Down 2.
If you're looking at any kind of weakness in Catwoman, find yourself a character that can anti-air Catwoman's down 2, and that's a great place to start.
And that may be one of the bigger factors. You know, Catwoman, once she's about 3/4 a screen or so, her jump 2 could come at any moment. And if you can shut that down, she's really got to walk in a lot further than she's used to.
Look how much this game has slowed down since Rewind tied us up. Semiij doesn't want to take any more risks. Beautiful. Back 3, couldn't tell if that was raw or reactionary.
I've killed mice braver than you.
And trying to bait a button with that forward dash. If you guys didn't notice there by Semiij. Forward dash and then walk back, and he's trying to catch that down 1-2 by Rewind. And this is just, you see it there again, this is just great spacing at its finest and at its most basic form, which I love to see in these slow matchups.
Yeah, Rewind has been so on point with, you know, just catching any sort of whiffed button, badly spaced, normal, dash-ins like you mentioned. Semiij trying to use that against Rewind. But one more hit from Semiij. Could get him on the board, but that meter burn shield and the back 3. I don't think it's going to kill, but it's going to be awful close. Very short stage transition. Catwoman. 143 left.
Semiij has so many resources to play with right now. 2 bars, he's about to build a third. Anything on blocking the raw cat dash!
The raw cat dash!
Of all things to keep Semiij alive in this matchup, a raw cat dash. You never hear those words when you talk about Semiij, but a character like Catwoman, a player like Rewind that shuts him down, he's going to get risky, and one actually pays off there at the end.
See, that's something we talk about every now and then is, you know, when you play Semiij, that's one factor you kind of put in the back of your head. Like, he's never going to throw out that raw cat dash. And then that happens, and then you're like, wait a minute.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Hold on, wait a minute, man. Because I think he raw rolled one time in Mortal Kombat in his entire career, and it was probably an input error.
Semiij does not want to be sent down to losers to face on Dab or Tweedy. He's got to get himself back into this. Tie it up at least. Take us to a game number 5. Aquaman's been waiting for it all night, please. Yeah.
And Holy active frames that shield on the way back. That thing hit farther than even I thought it was going to be possible. Here we go. Back to slowing the game down. Could have gotten whiff punish there. Rewind not ready for it. And staggering into the down 1-2. And Semiij may have been reading a cancel into a shield toss there with that meter burn back 3.
Wow, and Semiij tried to backdash. Got hit by that shoulder. Wasn't respecting that meter burn that time.
And it seemed late on the meter burn as well.
He did, yeah.
That may have caught Semiij pressing a button. Because her punish, she really has to hit that stand 1 pretty fast. If you're actually going to punish that shield toss or bash, and you never know if their meter burn is going to come. That's a mind game that they play, or they can meter burn it early just like that.
Aphrodite forbids you.
And Aphrodite forbidding Semiij the win here. She calls it out. 2-1. Last leg here, going for another raw cat dash that may have been spaced so that he whiffed it in front, which is a mind game that you do like to see him play with. Not too often. Let's be some decent meterless damage.
All came from that jump from 1. Semiij desperately wants to get Rewind off of his first health bar. All this damage that Rewind is doing is just insurance going into the next health bar. No whiff punish there by Rewind. I highly expected it, but okay.
And there's Semiij doing that stand 1 so fast to get the punish, whereas if Rewind would have meter burned it again, would have caught him. Not getting the trait that he was wanting, I'm pretty sure. As parry is not very useful in this matchup. No projectiles being thrown. The only thing you can really parry, cat dash if you read it, but it's not going to be reactionary.
Boy, how sick would that be, though?
Ooh,
and there's the whiff punish.
Surprised this fight's not over?
It's too soon to get cocky.
25% back for Semiij. That was his last line of defense. You know, when's the last time that we saw Catwoman, you know, or just Semiij as a player, just scared to approach, just trying to find the answer.
Yo, and Rewind actually built the bar there. Didn't realize it. He could have done a shield to close us out. Beautiful down 2.
That down.
And the meter burn. Just gonna toss Catwoman aside as he makes his way into the winner's side of Grand Finals, ladies and gentlemen. Your previous week's champion. Moving on. Got 9th place at KIT. Losing the closest match. And there were a billion game 5s at KIT
really were.
To get in a top 8. That was one of them. That's what really set the tone for everyone in that top 32 in top 16 in the top 8 was sonicfox versus Rewind. And if Rewind would have won that match, I think he would have gone on to do amazing things in that bracket. But he's really young, hasn't traveled a lot, and that loss may have definitely affected him at that tournament, and unfortunately went out at 9th place. But, guys, be on the lookout because he is a top guy, and it's going to take one breakthrough. And it's a coming. I don't think there's anything stopping it right now. It's going to come.
That's what we talked about while they were getting set up, you know, Rewind and sonicfox, you know, as they were kind of getting things together. Me and you were there just talking about Rewind needing that breakout moment or it on its way anyway. And we really thought it may have been there. Unfortunately, it wasn't, but man, he really is, man. Just a little bit more grounding from him. He's really going to put himself on the map and be a real threat. I mean, he already is. He's one of the best players we get to watch every week. But you know, he's got the skill to stay up there and compete with the best of them. And as he's still in winners right now, sending Semiij down to losers finals, and Semiij will face Tweedy or Dab, whoever walks out of that as the winner. That's going to be a hype-bringing match.
Yeah, we are in the top 3 of the representatives. Being noble, everyone that made it here on the winner's side is still alive in this bracket. And one of them is about to go home for the week, and that is going to be Tweedy or Dab. Match is lined up. Let's see who they pick on the character select. We do get Bayfire again from Tweedy. And Dab sticking with Hellboy here. No mana, none of this funny business.
Fighters approaching the Batcave.
Going straight to Anan Unrama. All right, let's get into this, guys. Let us know who you like in that chat. Let's see some coalition emotes if you want to see Daddy Dab take this, or some noble emotes if you want to see Tweety take this with Bayfire herself as first blood going to Dab, starting us off with 400 damage. My goodness. And almost
way to start a match.
Almost built another bar for his efforts. My goodness.
And that's one thing Starfire is going to have in her favor. That trait covers the entire screen. She's got some really good things just like that, but that perfectly timed on his way in. Starfire has a really good down 2. The Starburst, she can just throw upwards, full combo, but oh my god, the air grab by Dab.
He didn't end it with the command grab. That would have been close to the kill, and if not, he could have gave up the bar and got the kill anyway. Hopefully he doesn't lose too much health here to come back and bite him.
Nice block, but it doesn't matter. He was traded up. And that can get in your head so much. He got mixed up there. As Dab crosses him up in the corner.
That crap's getting old.
Tweedy, plenty of bar to work with. Going to get 15% back. And Dab not done. He's still coming in. And wow, what an air grab again.
All right, guys. I think that we're going to learn a lesson eventually, and that is don't test this man's reactions. I believe Dab, one of the older guys in the scene, but showing off that he still got these reactions. And that's really showcased the highest possible level of Hellboy. So far, it has been beautiful to watch, and this is going to be the kill.
Wow.
Coming off all the resources necessary. Beautiful execution, and Daddy Dab. Coalition taking game number 1. Demons, be gone! And those
Dab's
demons,
coming back.
all those demons being every representative of Noble left in this bracket.
I was about to say, man, he's
trying to whack him
he's
away.
on the hunt. He is on the hunt. Semiij is down in losers. Dab wants to go against him at least one more time. Tweety going back to Superman. Not too long ago said he dropped this character, but
Didn't
I knew
take
it couldn't
long.
be true. I knew it couldn't be true. He's too good with this character, man. Here we go.
All right, getting into game number 2, Superman. Character we active frames on the jump one. Highly debated, one of the best jump normals in the game. Both of the Kryptonians actually possessing 2 of the best. And we're going to see a lot more pressure out of Tweedy. Forward 2 versus forward 2. Superman's going to win that 14 times out of 10.
Now, as we mentioned earlier, Dab has one of the best Supermans in the business, so he knows this matchup. Look at that down one. Said, oh, you want a meter burn, huh? Tweety being patient, just waiting for an opportunity. Waiting for Dab to do something.
Yeah, if you guys know your history, going back to Injustice 1, Dab giving us one of the best matches of all time with this Superman against Jupiter's Martian Manhunter. If you guys want to go back and take a look at a classic, YouTube that bad boy right there. And how did he block that? I would have definitely thought that was crossing over.
Okay, here we go. Dab getting some offense, trying to mix Tweety up.
That's what I call justice.
Tweety taking that first health bar, sitting in a very comfortable position. Some pressure.
Ooh.
Wow.
This catch with a back one with punish. I don't even think.
What?
I don't even think that Dab was ready for that. And that just killed. Oh my goodness.
Be any more boring?
Never
It
let
happens that fast.
Never let it be said that Hellboy doesn't do damage. My goodness. It's so smart using that trait to get so aggressive with.
And a whip punish on that back 3 that Tweety decided to throw out there.
Oh, it
Jump in one.
Such
a good jump.
May have been an air throw attempt, but as I know from previous NRS games, that they can be beaten with jump normals if they don't become active in time.
God damn it, impress me.
You asked for it.
If you have an air throw, looking at Hellboys, I believe it's what, 6 frames? And if those 6 frames don't become active in time and they go into a jump normal that's already active, it actually will get beat out.
Dab with the read on that laser. Coming in. Leaves it unclashable. Oh, and the punish. Dab can't clash. He's not going to have enough meter to air tech. Tweety tying it up 1-1.
Superman wins.
Both of these men are hungry. They want to take a week. They want to shut down Semiij and rewind. It can only be one, though. It can only be one.
Absolutely. These guys are all in the money, though. We're in top 4. If you guys don't know from home, top 4 every single week of War of the Gods gets paid
Superman.
out. Shoutouts to StreamMe for providing this pop bonus, for providing War of the Gods, putting it together, and they just do amazing stuff for the scene. And these two, the loser, is going to go home with $50 for the week. That's not a bad day. Sitting at home, playing without pants on, don't even need a shirt.
Hellboy.
Clothes aren't even required.
Approaching Fortress of Solitude.
And you sit at home and make some money off of a video game that you love. Shout out StreamMe. I see what you're doing.
And get paid, like, within, by the end of the week at least, but usually
At
a lot
least.
faster than that. Players love it.
Best recorded time, literally minutes.
They should...
And, oof, what an air
air
snatch.
grab.
Start us off, and he didn't believe with the meter broom, which would have put Tweety in the corner as well. But Tweety, you can tell he's just a different player when he's got Superman at his back, making huge reads early on, baiting out a throw to get us started into huge damage, and now running away with this match potentially.
Dab has some really good answers, but those lasers gets caught by that one. Dab just waiting for his opportunity.
And just the little things you see. Dab shooting that gun, instant jump, pounding, canceling to build the meter over the projectile. It's little things like that that really let you know that Dab is at the forefront of Hellboy.
Nothing more than a nuisance.
Scores 1-1. Health bars dead even. We've said this before. I don't want to jinx it. But damn it, I want a game 5, Echo.
We need one man. We can't end this week, at least the top 8, without a game 5. No punish on that low scoop.
Maybe you are a monster.
Bad idea to tick me off.
Expensive clash there. Both of them burning both bars.
Dab having limited resources trying to mount this comeback right now. And pressing a button during the trait, and that is huge. Damage coming off the bar in the meter burn back 3.
Superman wins.
And Tweedy, I'd be taking notes here. This man's undefeated with Superman tonight.
I'm telling you, man. When he said, I don't know, I dropped Superman for Starfire. I'm done with that character. I was like, but you can't. I was waiting actually for the Superman meme to pop up on screen at least once because even Superman would disapprove of that.
Unfortunately, Superman, the Superman disapproval face got misplaced in our huge plethora of files, and so we got to get him back for next week. So unfortunately, the Superman meme face. We don't have many memes loaded. We got Drake from State Farm. Can we hit him with Drake from State Farm?
I've already seen that one. We all saw it.
This man's lonely. This man's lonely. Drake! Good job there, man.
Sign up for week number 6. You'll be lonely no more, promise.
Don't be lonely. Join your family here at War of the Gods. You're Justice 2 family.
And Dab switching to Manta. Comes over the laser. Tweety just controlling the space here. Oh, and the laser that hits everywhere. Tweety walking himself to the corner. Nice harpoon by Dab. Finally gets something going.
And that was a little risky there by Tweedy to do the startup of a straight laser in the blocks of the Meteor laser. Black Manta was still in 4-2 range. Something like that. You're trying to Oki with a rocket. And very good. Tweedy knowing the matchup. Waiting. Down 2-ing. Covers meter burn. Covers non-meter burn.
Oh, and Dab getting caught by the overhead. That wake up. Oh, and again. Dab probably reading the laser there, trying to interrupt the startup, but Tweety knowing just to crouch, let that thing whiff, get your damage.
And unlike Hellboy, Black Manta possessing an amazing backdash. I believe we'll get him some kind of see themselves in poke range and was able to backdash out of the 4-2 range. I'll have to see it a couple more times, just double check. Oh, man, gosh, that backdash gets you out of dodge.
Coming in with the pressure. Manta having a 7-frame down 1. No, not much he can really do to try and interrupt that 4-2-3 trait.
And it's going to be hard for Manta to play spacing, play footsies against that 4-2 with the normals that Manta possesses. Either he's doing a 4-2 from max range, and that's about it. Other than that, 4-2 is going to shut down all the other normals once Superman's in that range.
And Tweety out of resources, almost has a bar left and immediately spins it. Dab's got to get something going. His life is dwindling down.
Oh, Tweety's just swinging right now. No remorse for human life is Tweety. Coming and hit all the buttons, down 2. Why not? Wake up, Rise and Grab. It doesn't matter. He has the health to play with.
Dab has under. Oh my God! Whatever animal that is, out of play. Tweety swinging.
Superman wins.
Takes it 3-1. We'll go on to face Noble Semiij. Yet another Noble team kill. That's all that's left. After everything is gone and done, all the smoke is cleared. It's only Noble remaining. Who's going to take it, man? Tweety, is, like I mentioned before, there was a lot of people in chat really voting for Tweety to take this week, and he's the only one left in the bracket that hasn't taken a week yet.
Absolutely. Shouts, Chris Cove, registering for week 6 of War of the Gods. You guys, too, can register for week number 6. Registration's open. Go check it out at gauntlet.gg/war. Sign up today. We had some amazing numbers this week. We re-broke over 300 entrants, so shout-outs to all of you guys. It was amazing. Thank you so much. And we also got, coming up tomorrow, a little bit of a realm that you're used to, Echo. And that we have
I'm ready.
Gears of War coming here to stream.me, and I will let this ad take it away and give you guys all the info on that. Tune in tomorrow. Gears of War 4 here on stream.me.
We gotta
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed that quick little break before we get into losers finals, and then, of course, grand finals after that. I hope you guys enjoyed that Gears video. I'm so excited. Gears of War, for all of us that especially played it early on, it's a really big legacy game, and I have so many fond memories of really. That was one of my early games where I got an Xbox 360. I had friends that played it. We squatted up every single night. Gears of War 2, Gears of War 1, doesn't matter. Nasher was absolutely freaking disgustingly broken. Didn't matter. Host advantage. It was all fun. Gears of War 3, Retro Lancer coming in with the smoke grenade, getting the body shots. Just got the sawed off. Hype game, guys.
Okay,
I got a little too hyped there. I apologize. Echo, my bad.
You're good, man. No, the Gears of War is one of the hypest games around, man.
And there's your bracket for that Gears of War tournament. You got the teams: Requiem, Ronin, Echo Fox, Team Gates, Gosu Crew, all the big names. Ghost Gaming, In Control, Optic. Optic, what haven't they won in Gears of War, by the way?
I was saying in the chat, man. Optic is like the Sonic Fox of Gears of War. You know, like they're the ones with the targets on their back. They're the ones to beat. And they're not easy to beat either.
No, they are not.
They run away with so much.
I love. We actually had a Gears event, a one-off here on StreamMe last year, in the middle of the year. It was a while ago, and Optic Gaming was on here, and we actually did a listen-in to their comms, and hearing them communicate versus every other team was unreal. And it's a completely different competitive mindset, completely different competitive field, where communication is so huge, and they really, it was actually Ghost Gaming versus them in the grand final of that event. And I love esports, and I'll watch almost anything. And I'll never forget this because they listened in to Ghost Gaming, and they were cussing each other out. They were cussing Optic out. They were cussing a lot, and it was good to listen in on. But there wasn't much communication. It was just a lot of shit talking. And then you would switch over to Optic Gaming, and they're just like nothing was happening. They're just calling things out. There's like, hey, we're gonna go over here. There's most likely gonna be okay. That there's two guys. If you guys want to go here and go for the flank, and we'll try to take this thing. And it's like complete night and day how they were all like calm and collected.
And
then going back to the other guys, and they're like, what the fuck, man? What the shit? And it was so cool. Check it out tomorrow. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern is when the stream's gonna go live at stream.me/gears. You guys want to see some hype?
Let's go. I'm gonna be tuning in, baby. I love me some high-level Gears play.
I'm excited. As we get into losers finals of Injustice 2, let's get back down to earth here. Semiij, Tweedy, 3 nobles in the top 3. One would say that they run these streets. If you guys ever played PUBG, you might see that on a wall somewhere.
Tweedy trying to find his way out of this corner. He's pressured by Semiij and the staggers.
Good meatless damage here off the DP. And Tweedy, we saw this matchup earlier against Rewind. And really, once he's kind of trying to find his way in the matchup, as Echo disappeared there. Or not. Okay, I can't breathe. Echo, take it.
Go ahead. Take a breather, my friend. Semiij closing out the rest of that health bar. Tweedy in a bad position once again. Goes over the whip trip with that normal, which does end with an overhead.
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
Woman going under that trait.
If you guys don't know, I caught the KIT-itis pretty bad. I'm still recovering from it, but I didn't want to miss out on too much action here. Tweedy, great health lead here early on, looking really good, and he started to kind of. I tried to say this earlier, Echo, but he really started to find his way in the matchup against Rewind earlier tonight. And looks like he's finding a decent recipe here.
Yeah, he was saying earlier that he feels comfortable with Starfire against Semiij's Catwoman. And right now it's... Oh no, whip punish on that! Oh no, not like this in the wake up, the meter burn forward 3 by Semiij, reading it like a book.
That had to have been timed
Goes up
perfectly before the second hit. Ridiculous. I thought for sure that 4-3 was about to get shredded.
Yeah, he just left it sitting there, just waiting for the right time and said, oh, you did wake up. Let me just go ahead and pull this through.
Hey, everyone in that chat, did that hit in between the hits? Did he armor the first part and hit the second?
He hit when he looped around. When he came back around, that's when the actual 4-3 hit, yeah. He said, oh, you took my armor. All right, I'm going to let this rip.
Feels bad if that happened, because that to get timed perfectly against the wake up that you're used to doing and can't break armor, that's just gut wrenching. Beautiful air to air, and we've seen Tweedy shut down the approach from Catwoman very, very well with the down twos. Beautiful anti-airs. Semiij finding his way
beautiful
this time
punish
with the back three. Might stay more grounded. I lied right to your guys' face as a neutral jump just because.
And burns that trait and did burn the bar, and Tweedy getting rid of those plus frames by push blocking. And here we go at the oh no. And we've seen Tweedy play like this earlier. You know, with the meter burn back threes, when his back is against the wall, he just kind of lets him rip, and that trait is gonna get whip punished.
400 meterless off of a reef by Semiij to do an interactable that launches in full screen. Got over all 2,000 active frames off of Starfire's projectile in the trait. My goodness.
Yeah, that trait can keep a lot of characters grounded, but Catwoman, her jump 2 is really good, and Semiij came off that interactable, that statue right there, and just got an increased jump arc. That meter burn back 3, oh no, and the air tech! Luckily, Tweedy didn't commit to the full string.
I respect that by Semiij so much. He had only a hit of life left. I don't think Tweedy was expecting that air escape whatsoever, and it even showed because he continued to string. But if you'd have mounted that comeback, I mean, how bad does that get into your opponent's head? That you have such belief in yourself that you can air tag with only a hit remaining and try to close out the match right now?
Is something distracting you? This how you ask me?
Looked like it interrupts there as well. I couldn't tell if Tweedy was going to the hair flip there off that string or not, but my goodness. This should be a matchup that Semiij is familiar with as far as what Starfire can do, because he does play her, and that normal just beat out the wake up entirely. What are we witnessing right now? Semiij shutting it down perfectly.
Semiij has been stuffing so many wake ups tonight. Him and Rewind both. I mean, that's why they were both left in winners and had to go against each other. They have such precision on their timing on wake ups, meaties, cross ups, whatever.
And to have knowledge to have possibly labbed that wake up in particular, and to go, oh yeah, all I gotta do is throw this normal on the wake up, and it's gonna hit that wake up on the way back. No big deal. Another day at the office.
Tweedy just trying to keep the space. Doesn't want Semiij that close to him. Just stay away from me. Let me get my chip damage and keep you out of here. And the meter burn dash cancel through that interactable.
And the cartwheel. Go for Catwoman to shred the armor, but Tweedy maintaining a big health lead now. Was it a similar circumstance in game number 1 and a beautiful reactionary down 2? Tweedy not having the trait to extend that DP.
And we've seen that so much tonight. Tweedy using that normal perfectly, going over that whip trip.
Yeah, that's
completely avoiding.
That's your definition of a loverhead right there. Or going, what do I call it? Overneath a normal.
Overneath.
With that 4-2.
Nice down 2 by Tweedy.
Time I whipped you into shape. I respect your warrior skills.
Burns 3 bars to stay alive. Semiij still believes. Tweedy's back is to the wall. Has about 1 3/4 of a health bar remaining. Just a little bit of chip left to do. But just look at this. Semiij was still going in, and they traded. You can see Semiij timing those meaties on those wake-ups. Unfortunately, the trade was not in Semiij's favor. Tweedy gets himself on the board with a game.
So the recipe to
man, oh man.
The recipe to success: get the health lead early, And Semiij is going to make some attempts to get in with a couple of jump-ins, little things like that, that Tweedy was able to down to on reaction. The zoning was working.
Fighters approaching contact.
And
We really didn't see the
game
down
plan
two in the first couple
and
games.
execution. Yeah, and we saw it against Rewind on the winner side of things. With that down
Absolutely.
two, as long as you do it early enough, looks to be a great answer for that jump two. And Tweedy trying to read start this match off with one, and getting thrown here into Mix City in the corner.
As you said earlier, the Meow Mix. Tweedy burning everything just to get himself out of this situation. Does it again. Has no meter left. Nice down one into a grab. Get your damage where you can, sir.
Ooh.
Very nice air dash.
Very rare do you see the down two from Catwoman not work. And that had to that air dash had to have thrown off the timing, because if you do the down two reacting to the forward jump, you're going to do the down two early, catch that. But the forward dash changes everything. That was so smart by Tweedy. Something we don't see him mix up too often here, trying to make his approach. But as a Starfire player, not making too many approaches, because most of the time you want to keep your opponent
Is something
out.
distracting you? This how you ask me?
Just like Tweedy's about to find himself in this tournament. If he can't mount a comeback right now, as he's losing
took
damage left
damage.
and right, even on the wager.
Keep your hands off my Grebnax.
Tweedy trying to get the chip where he can. Meter burn back three. It connects.
Lost out on a little
Tweedy
bit of
still
damage.
in this thing.
And another
Meter
read.
burn back three.
The max damage coming in. Almost over
Tweedy with the
400.
reads. So much chip adding up. Tweedy has taken the health lead. Semiij still has.
Oh my goodness!
God, what a lead!
Here we go!
Look, I'm sorry, kids. I probably just woke him up. Jesus. We're going to a game number 5.
We
Tweedy
finally
with the
get it!
reads.
Finally get a game 5! Thank you, Tweedy. He was in such a bad spot that entire time. His health was so low, 2 meter burn back 3 reads, and a raw. Dare I call it a read? On the cat dash, beating it out with that huge flip mid screen, doing the damage on the meter burn. Tweedy, that was sensational. That was fantastic. Welcome to a game 5, ladies and gentlemen. We've been looking for it all night. We finally got one.
Look, what kind of reads are we seeing this week, man? Slayer with a
Catwoman.
more than half screen breath with Superman that connects and gets Revit out of an air dive kick, whatever you want to call Cheetah, and then that he just did it and knew he was going to cat dash.
Yeah, that's you know.
Wow.
Gotta give Tweedy all the credit there. Reads of a lifetime, but that only gets you in a position to where you can still lose this match. And it's such a feels bad, but it has the early lead. This is what we saw in game number 3 to start this comeback. Was got the early lead and played keep away. And
Semiij just falling apart, man.
And Tweedy in the middle of rounds here saying, "Don't touch my Grebnax."
I respect it, man. Use the character quotes in the chat. Okay, meter burn, cat dash is going to connect. Semiij finally gets something going. Under 30 hit points remaining in the first health bar.
No need to extend that. It just beats out the wake up into a full combo here. Ridiculous by Semiij.
Tweedy, don't
getting him back
let
into
this
the match.
happen.
Oh,
Keep yourself in this thing, Tweedy.
and Tweedy getting so many wake ups beaten out, and he doesn't care. Gonna hair flip his way out there. It does have an unblocked, one of the few unblockable interactables left in this game at his disposal. Went for way too early of a back 3 there. That had to have been a read. And just out of range, that unblockable. Going for another one. Okay, that might be too many now, Tweedy. You just got burned for 2 of them back to back. You might have to slow down just a hair here.
Tweedy
But
started off this match
It
on
worked.
fire.
It worked in game 4. What the hell do I know, Echo?
Okay, he's not scared to wake up. He's just going to do it. He is not scared of getting beat out. But what a conversion here by Semiij,
Is
forcing the
something
clash.
distracting you? This how you ask me?
Even meter on the clash. That's going to keep Tweedy with a disadvantage here. Semiij is going to have a bar and a wager at his disposal. He can keep a plus, and he does with the bar. He's going to build another one, for God's sakes. Here we go.
Oh, okay, whip trip. Tweety got thrown. 12 hit points remaining in a back three. Tweety tried to backdash, and that back three has the distance. Semiij will go on to get his run back against Noble Rewind in yet another Noble team kill in grand finals.
Yeah, and welcome back, Tweedy. Getting third place, a game from upsetting Semiij, and finally changing the balance of power, but it's still going to be in Semiij and Rewind's court as they will be duking it out for another week here on War of the Gods. Congratulations to both of them for making it back here. It's gonna be tough for Rewind to take this with the position that Rewind's in and the history that Rewind's had over Semiij this season. And kudos to him doing an amazing job. And guys, we'll be right back as we will give the players a quick break, set up the match, and get in the grand finals here on War of the Gods week number 5, presented by StreamMe. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Top 8 here. If you guys look in the chat, retweet that real quick. We're about to do our giveaway for a War of the Gods
All right.
T-shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want one of these sexy bad boys, if you want to get more women in your life, you will want one of these shirts. It's a guarantee, guaranteed first and second date, I'd say.
I mean, I would be wearing mine most weeks, but unfortunately I can't. I'm surrounded by green, as you can see behind me. So, Aquaman, you keep rocking it, dude. You make it look good. Who's getting that thing tonight?
All right, real quick before we get into the grand finals, we'll get this giveaway, and I need to give you guys the rules real quick. You guys need to have an account, be in the chat, and be following War. It's pretty simple, right?
It means hit that follow button.
So, we're going to give you guys a few moments to get that going. Make sure you guys are following the channel. You're in that chat, and you guys are going to see a wheel at the top of that chat spin with everyone's name on it. It's going to slow down, and it's going to stop. on one of your guys' name, and that one name that it lands on, the one person in that chat is going to go home. Well, not really go home, but you're going to get sent this amazing War of the Gods t-shirt. So you guys can represent us everywhere that you go. Let's go ahead and do that spin. I want to see this giveaway.
Right.
I want to see this giveaway.
There it is. All right. It's spinning. Dun, 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 dun. It's slowing down. I see Joe Maddox. So wait a minute. No way. No collusion. We can't have this. We can't have this. This man probably already owns one. Respin. Respin. No, not like this.
Reroll.
All right,
Reroll that bad boy.
I'm not with that. Let's go.
Let's see another one. Let's see another one. Roll it again. Here we go. Where it lands, no one knows.
All right. Hey, you know what? It is Stokes' birthday, so that would have been
Slow it
dope.
down. Who's got it? HoneyBee.
HoneyBee.
Did the
Wait,
Lord
is that actually
HoneyBee Commander? Just
Okay.
win. All right, we won't give him long because I'm sick of people not being here. Respond in chat. He already responded. He's got the t-shirt.
Nice.
HoneyBee. If you're listening, email support@stream.me with all your information so we can get you that shirt. Congratulations. Shirt size, location. Congratulations. You'll be rocking a War of the Gods shirt in no time. Thank you for everyone here at War of the Gods making that possible and at stream.me. Shout outs. So giving back to you guys. HoneyBee winning War of the Gods shirt. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yes, congratulations, sir.
As we will start to set up this grand final rewind versus Semiij. Semiij coming in from the loser side of the bracket will have to win 6 games against a nemesis here on War of the Gods, and that's going to be rewind. All right, invites are out, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the show tonight. We got the giveaway out of the way. Got grand finals coming up next. War of the Gods. Over 300 of you joined us for this week. Shout outs to you guys, and don't forget to join us in week number 6 as well. Gauntlet.gg/war for registration. Well, someone's going crazy with something right there, but we won't really talk about that. As rewind versus Semiij. It's going to be very slow. It's a slow down. Good Lord. It's going to be a much slower paced match. I don't even know what's going on.
I'm having flashbacks. What is going on?
What is going on? All right, players are here. Rewind going with that Wonder Woman, who he has had a flawless record of playing against Semiij with of late. In week number 4, getting 2 games straight on the winner's side and on the loser's side. And there we go. Now we're disappearing. We're getting into this match. All right, guys, let me see some noble emotes if you would like to see Rewind win this out of winners. And let me see some noble emotes if you want to see Semiij bring this back out of the loser side of the bracket. Oh, let's see them. Who do you guys want? Let me know who you want to win.
I saw a lot of people hoping that Catwoman losers. But Semiij doesn't care about any of that. He's here to win. He doesn't care if it's his own teammate. He doesn't care if it's Princess Diana or not.
Is that down
Nice
2?
down 2. It's been such a good answer.
Aphrodite forbids you.
Oh,
Increased damage on that. Semiij has got a mountain to climb so far. Semiij just trying to find his way in. When can he come in?
no check with a down 1-2 there by Rewind on the block of the cat dash. But picking up right where he left off on the winner's side. And, you know, this is what's great. Rewind knows. He just knows he doesn't have to go anywhere. Semiij can do all this dashing, all this jumping. He just has to stand his ground.
And that's the Wonder Woman game plan. If you have to go to her, it is really, really tough to do so.
And that,
She protects the spacer. Wow.
And then
She
you input how good Rewind is, the reactions, everything, the knowledge. And it's just a great recipe for success. Shutting down Catwoman's
Nice!
jump 2, something Semiij isn't really used to. Huge deal. Little things like that. Stopping the dashing, down with 2 of the interrupts. Shield's going to be incredibly annoying. Semiij bringing this back, though, as he is actually able to get Rewind to this corner
Get robbed.
and get some of that grown woman damage that Catwoman can pump out here.
This pressure by Semiij. Even though that first health bar was taken really quick, he has evened this thing out. Rewind protecting the space around him. Semiij puts himself in the corner and a throw. Puts Rewind back in.
And now that Semiij has a health lead, he can try. Exactly. It's your turn. So Semiij with a health lead, you have to do nothing, and you wait for Wonder Woman.
Ooh!
He's so smart.
I really thought Semiij was about to drop that with the wrong jump normal, but no. It hit on her shoulder blades. With that back 3, it is negative. It's not plus. And another throw by Semiij. When he's in, he is in.
And Semiij's using sweep. I've never seen that before. This man's throwing the kitchen sink. He's got to do something here to stop Rewind from taking another week here of War of the Gods.
Rewind still with the patience and a whip punish. Oh no! Nice tech. Rewind still in this thing. He's got 3 bars to work with and certainly can kill. Owen committed to it. Almost got whip punished. Semiij just has to do
chip.
40.
One more.
15! One cat dash. Semiij knew the chip amount it was going to do. Closed out the first game. Semiij does still have to reset this bracket, which means he has to win 3 and then win 3 one more time.
That was so methodical at the end, so calculated with that chip damage. Keeping away from the danger zone of Wonder Woman, the down 2, the down 1-2 range. And getting with a couple of whips on block, putting him down to the kill distance, and then closing out with the cat dash. You can't really, do anything better in that situation than what Semiij just did. That was beautiful.
Semiij really made it count when he was in and didn't put himself at too much disadvantage outside of those sweeps on block, but usually backdashed afterwards just to avoid any sort of throw attempt by Rewind. Wow, and a back 3 into another back 3. We're really doing the Catwoman stuff. Crossed himself up, didn't...
Yeah, that's about to do some big damage, getting jump 3s.
Yes, it was.
In that combo. And Semiij known, and even a little bit criticized by other Catwomans for not going for optimal combos, but he goes for the ones that he doesn't drop, and you see him go for something a little bit different there with the jump 3, and dropped it, unfortunately.
Semiij with the patience. Rewind trying to get something going, trying to jump in. Semiij dashes in, tries to go with the low and immediate shoulder. Semiij, so long as he doesn't cross himself up again.
It looked like he was about to.
That first tilt, yeah, it did. That jump, I guess that's a jump 3.
Yeah, that's the jump 3.
You rarely ever see that jump normal from her. Here we go, back into the second health bar once again.
Semiij might be going for more optimal damage out these combos, telling himself, I gotta do more damage against this woman.
Yes, when he's in, man, he's got to make it count, and he's doing well so far. And Rewind, not really the defensive wall that we've seen him be tonight, as far as a lot of these whiff normals from Catwoman.
Got the approach with that shield, though, that's for sure. But yeah, you saw so many down 1-2s hit earlier in their set on the winner's side. Really none so far in this set. Wake up DP, that's be some decent damage. And there, in the winner's side, he committed almost every time to this shield toss, which is huge damage. There, committing the shield bash, which keep himself safe on block, but losing out on the damage on hit.
And you can see they know when he... Ooh, and a down 2!
You're no warrior.
I've killed mice braver than you.
That's actually going to do damage to Rewind, who didn't have any meter. Semiij has 2 bars, 1 good combo, 1 good opening. That may actually seal the deal. Cat dash. Meter burn forward 3. Semiij up 2-0. Looking to reset this bracket. Send Rewind down to losers.
Only one time ever in War of the Gods history has someone come from the loser side of the bracket, reset it, and win.
Catwoman.
And that was Dragon in the season finale of War of the Gods season number 1. And that wasn't even Dragon. That was just a possessed monster that came out of that losers bracket because he played like 4 game 5s
Black Manta.
to come out.
Oh, that's right.
As
yeah.
Whoa, Rewind. I'll get into what just happened here in a second, but real quick,
Fighters approaching
Rewind
Fortress of Solitude.
was the one of the only other ones to come out of losers and actually reset the bracket. And that was in week 3 against Semiij, but Semiij was still able to take the week after the reset. So these two have done it to each other before. But
To have met up so many times here.
But because it takes 2 sets, it's going to be so hard, and it hasn't been done before between these two this season.
That whip trip barely catching Manta. Trying to jump.
And I've actually heard through the grapevine that Rewind has been playing a lot of Manta since KIT.
Woo!
He's gotten a lot of praise from players as well. Already having a fantastic Black Manta. We'll see if he can apply the game plan we saw from sonicfox. Kind of laid out a blueprint, kind of shut Semiij down, but Rewind's done it on War of the Gods for the past, 6 or 7 weeks. Semiij looking like a different monster out of the losers bracket.
Those Manta Rays caught her out of back 3. That was actually, I don't know if he read that or if it just happened, but those Manta Rays.
Life bites, and so do I.
Yeah,
I'm actually surprised they caught her.
Yeah, they got something as a true mid here from this man. Because not much else is.
I brought a hook to hang you from.
Catwoman's back 3 is going to be effective against almost everything. Everything's going to be too slow to get out with the mids.
Never back me.
And it might even low profile the second one and back 1-1 or stand 1-2. The forward 2, it might even low profile that, but it's going to become active in time to beat that out, I think. And Semiij is going to reset this bracket 3-0 over Rewind. Message sent.
Catwoman.
And Rewind may have told himself he has a game to throw away there. And so he's going to try
That's what I
something
was
new
thinking.
before the reset rather than after. You do see that. It's a great mind game to play because he might just go straight back to Wonder Woman here. No questions asked after trying something different. And that's exactly what's happening here.
Wonder Woman.
Semiij's probably done a lot of homework considering he's had to go against sonicfox's
Fighters
Manta
approaching Brainiac
so many
ship.
times. And, Rewind just picking him up probably isn't, it's not all there yet. But like you said, probably just testing the water, see how it went. He had a set to throw away, but now they're both in losers. And now the first of 3 is going to win and take the week. We're seeing a lot more shield tosses this go around.
There's not much Catwoman can do about it at the range if he's doing them instant. Ooh, maybe being able to wake up there. Putting the bomb down and Rewind standing his ground, which is pretty ballsy if I may say so.
Rewind's playing noticeably different, but that cat dash. Meter burn going full screen. Oh, wow. Semiij baited that button. Semiij. He is on a warpath right now. He is playing out of his mind. Just baiting all these buttons. Rewind toss him in the corner. Semiij immediately out of there.
You're right, this is a different Semiij that we're seeing.
Building some meter with those cat evasions.
And I like that. Doing little things like that to try to make your opponent come in, even further. Just kind of putting in mind that may have been a whiff punish with the shield on the way back.
I've killed mice braver than you.
I'm fairly positive it was. It was just out of range. She was still waiting for the shield to come back. So smart by Semiij. Wow, and Rewind really just trying to force the issue here. I'm not sure. He's just playing so unlike himself. And those shoulders gonna do the chip damage, whether it hit or not. Nice down two by Semiij. This could actually take it. Cat Dash came from a down two. It's gonna be scaled. And it will. Semiij has taken 4 games in a row.
Catwoman wins.
And talk about momentum. This is a different story. Winners never even happened. I don't know what Semiij ate or drank or thought to himself after getting sent to losers, but
Wonder Woman.
this is Semiij prime right now.
Fighters approaching Gorilla City.
Semiij's playing it perfectly, man. Rewind, I'm not sure if it's just because the way Semiij is playing, but it's just Rewind just not playing the way we normally see him play. So even just going back to winners, you know, he's being a little bit more aggressive. You know, he's not reacting. Oh, and that shield toss is going to be punished by that EX Cat Dash.
I'm about to say, if Semiij got him cornered and was mixing this early, that might be a wrap. But Rewind needs the game here. He has to stop this momentum. There we go. No down two, but he doesn't get the back three.
He missed that conversion the last game, too. Nice, down two. Rewind still in this thing. He's only a game behind.
And
that first set didn't even matter.
And simplified the conversion by taking out the back three and just going for the jump two. Dropping a little bit of damage for something that's much easier to, to settle yourself in this matchup. Once you get a heftier health lead, once you get a round, once you get a match, you can go for those back threes, again, but try to ease yourself back into it.
Consistency over damage. Oh, it goes down 1-2s. Almost got whip punished by Semiij there with that cross up. Now we're back to playing the patient game. Health bars are relatively even.
There's something we haven't seen since the winner's side. And
oh no!
I don't know if that could have comboed. I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure either.
Oh, that's
he
gonna
left
cost
that
a big.
damage on the table.
Careful, you might get robbed.
Yeah, that was possibly going into the next bar of health with a hefty lead. Luckily,
Your technique is flawed.
tying us up here. That could have been huge either way for Rewind. If he'd have landed that, put himself in a good position where he could have taken a chunk of Semiij's health bar here. Instead, we're even and interrupting.
Wow.
The shield. Are you serious?
And a whip punish on that back three. Great presence of mind by Rewind.
Some damage, another interrupt on the approach. Okay.
Semiij has 4 bars at his disposal. One touch is going to even everything out again.
Oh,
I like the challenge.
And Rewind may have been doing that thinking, because you never know when that stagger into medium back three is going to be coming. And got a stand three there, one of the back three. That's twice now. Rewind's lost it on damage because he's dropped the back three conversion. Oh.
Forcing Semiij to clash.
If he didn't clash that, he was going to take some huge damage on the meter burn. If he had the bar. He actually did not. Okay. Whew.
Semiij trying to mix him up a little bit. Whip trip into that overhead string. Oh, I'm playing some games. It says, you know what? Get this out of here. Whip punish on the back three. Air tech. That was Semiij's last line of defense. 47 health left. Nobody has meter.
Everyone's just got to wait
Nice
it out.
back dash.
There we go. Rewind having to reestablish himself in this grand final, having lost 4 straight games to this man. This has been reset.
Yeah,
the winner of this first of 3 is going to be your champion this week. They
started to look.
They're right
really
now.
bad there.
It's right now. They beat each other once, and it's 1-1. It can't get closer than that, unless this goes to a game 5, and if both of those have gone to a game 5. But you get what I'm talking about.
Fighters approaching Gorilla City.
Rewind needed that win to just kind of get some confidence back in himself, so to speak. He was really just playing out of character. I'm not sure, but he seems to have found it. He had a lot of whiff punishes on those outspaced back threes, just perfectly executed. And those down twos, keeping Catwoman out of the air. Just like that, and the back three, and there you go, Aquaman. He's got the conversion.
There we go. Again, getting that game, getting the confidence, and all of a sudden, they start hitting.
He's just trying to find his way.
Ooh,
So much patience in a down two.
The way that the game slows down as one of them just looks to whiff punish the other. Something. Good reactionary back three, not dealing with that. Just inching their way towards each other and getting interrupted there. And this is the rewind that we saw on the winner's side. Retaking control of this match.
We were seeing Semiij be so much more offensive in that first set. Semiij having to kind of, no pun intended, claw his way in and just get the damage. Semiij can just open, rewind up one time. Rewind not having it. And what an answer!
Getting a punish on a string, I don't even know what it is on block because I never see it.
Straight to the gut, too. That was just so impactful.
I'm stealing this fight.
I won't let that happen. Hail Athena!
That shield is lit up.
If you guys,
Scott pressing a button there.
you guys don't know Wonder Woman's trait, that trait in particular, when the shield is glowing and you see that blue shield, that means everything that involves the shield toss is going to do added damage and will actually eat other projectiles, which does not matter against Catwoman here. Great air-to-air, almost closing it out. Luckily, there was some room for Semiij to get an air escape there, and gets me with that shield. Mid-screen.
Wonder Woman wins.
And Rewind is now on tournament point. Having lost 4 straight games when this grand final started. That's back and forth.
And
Wonder
you know,
Woman, Catwoman.
usually the first health bars in pretty much all these matches, you just see, you know, a chunk of damage taken on one side, and then you see the same chunk of damage taken on the other. It's so even, but it's just, you know, once you get in that second health bar, somebody eventually runs away with it. But it's just so close, man.
This is the hardest I've ever seen players in Injustice 2 work for damage. Ever. Because it's
Just watch.
it's pretty easily accessible, especially by Catwoman. But how rare you've seen it in this matchup, and even from Wonder Woman to access her damage, it's incredible. That we're away from the norm, and we're back to playing a spacing game, getting straight hits here and there, and it's not just big combo after big combo.
Right, yeah. I mean, usually Catwoman is just so oppressive when she just gets on top and smothers you with most characters. But Rewind with Wonder Woman has just been able to get her away and keep her away. And every time she tries to come in, whether it be jump in, cat dash, back three, he's got the punishes on deck.
And the one time Semiij goes, I'm going in, coach. That 1-2'd into a full combo, going to the turbine. That fan's about to smack. Oh my goodness, that looked like it hurt. We're going down into the nursery. A quick read by Semiij. He's going to get one of his favorite corners in this game.
Yeah, this used to be Semiij's playground in this corner alone. When it was unblockable, yo, you may as well just reset the match and call the ambulance, because this man was murdering people on our stream. It was illegal. But a throw from Rewind going to put Semiij in the corner. And you can see just how close it is right now. It started off a little top heavy, but Semiij brought it back.
And not really getting that corner interactable that even though you can block it now, there's plus on block and actually reverses position. And I'm glad that Rewind didn't find himself in a blender there in the corner. I saw him, he kept walking forward, he kept trying to get away from it. And Semiij tried his best to put him in a situation. He even tried to throw him, you know, out of the respect that was there for the interactable.
You're no warrior.
I've killed mice braver than you.
Because Rewind knows that he wants it there. Now we're back to even health. And down
What a
1-2.
call out. What a call out on that stagger.
That's and you know what? To read a stagger where Catwoman staggers into a stand one and you just go underneath it, no problem, no big deal. Down 1-2. And if Rewind is taken from me, down 1-2 into the shield toss. This is gonna be tough to hit the officer.
Wow, and jumps over the interactable out of the active frames. Forces Rewind to air tech. Semiij has a bar to spin, but he really doesn't even need it for the damage.
He went for a parry of all things, and we're going to a game 5 after the reset in this grand final. Tournament on the line. Someone is going to win no matter what.
What play by Semiij. The way that match started out, Rewind took a very, very healthy health lead.
Wonder Woman.
But then we ended up at Semiij's playground, and all of a sudden things are a little bit different.
Yep.
So stage could be playing a big factor here, and we're going to Kondak no matter what there. That wasn't even 50-50.
Oh, they both landed on it. Okay.
Yeah, they both landed on Kondak. both
Here we go. This is it, man.
Both have access to big damage with that background bounce. Gargoyles, both of them love to use as well. They do launch on hit, not on block though. But again, there's no downside to doing what Semiij just did, which is just do it. Because if it hits, you get a combo. If not, you're safe. Get some chip damage. And Semiij wants this corner. He does get it here. Go for that sweep that we've seen a bunch of times. Might be Ops something a wake up there with that sweep, but that might go into the shield bash, not too sure.
It's a matchup we don't see that often, but when we do, it's really fun to watch. But, you know, as we watch it more, we'll be able to kind of figure out what kind of stuff they're trying to do in certain situations. As we saw, like, Semiij versus Tweedy Starfire, like, just so much. So I've never seen so many wake-ups blown up, honestly. It's just something that doesn't happen that often. You know, a lot of characters have different timing and invincible frames and whatnot, so it's very rare that you see it. But when it happens, man, it just brings that added depth. And look at the health.
Oh, and look at the way these guys just walk each other down, walk back, and both of these characters' walk speeds are ridiculous.
There's that back three. He's been looking for it all night.
Catch him another down 1-2. Didn't have any meter there to get anything off it, though. And Semiij's going to tie us up with this combo. Slow push to the corner. Going right in, puts himself in the corner, though. Uh-oh.
Oh, my God. Nice tech by Rewind. Immediate shoulder. Oh,
That
almost got whip punished.
There been a shield bash attempt there. The back 4-3, maybe just caught a 4-3. On an input error, maybe. There by Rewind. I'm only going to speculate there. Or McCollum free.
Costly. It was almost very costly. And here we are. Second health bar for the both of them. Even health. Rewind jumping in. Oh, and immediate down two. Catches Semiij out of the air.
And he kept the conversion simple, too. The stand 3 into the whip, which adds on so much damage. That's a go-to ender for her big damage and combos. So jump 3 air to air, and all the buttons working for Rewind, but not finding any big damage off of it. And Semiij has a lot of meter to try to mount a comeback here.
Tried to backdash. I like the answer by Rewind. Semiij, you got to get something going.
Oh, no commitment!
Oh, it didn't commit! That could have been everything. Goes for the plus frames. Meter burn back 3. Rewind saying you're not going to do another one. Not for free.
Ooh. There we go.
Surrender while you can.
I can't be tamed.
Rewind is going to shut that comeback down real quick with the immediate wager. Semiij still has one of his own and has the meter lead, so he can get some health back here.
Oh, he cut out the down 2. Everything is getting back to even again. They're almost exactly the same number of health. Both in the 360s.
It doesn't get any closer to this. It's down to the wire, guys. We're about to have ourselves a scramble.
Jump in. Jump in. Jump in again. Rewind, you gotta counter this stuff, man.
Oh no, came off all of his resources too. Now Semiij gets a hit, it's over, and that should do it! Just like
Rewind
that!
has already clashed. Semiij will take week number 5 in the reset. Says, this is my throne. This is where I belong, sir. You're gonna have to do something else.
They both had 2 wins coming into this. Semiij gets his 3rd in a Game 5 after a reset. Doesn't get any closer. Your top 2 players in War of the Gods right now. That was amazing. Shouts to Semiij. Amazing comeback. The composure at the end, ridiculous. I don't want to deal with it. But congratulations. Getting a win over teammate Rewind, who has given him so much trouble this season, and getting a couple wins over him tonight, back-to-back in grand finals. The second time it's been done in War of the Gods history. So,
man, what presence of
that
mind
says a lot
for Semiij. The confidence that he built, probably in that first set, man. Whew, that was hype to watch. To be honest, it was actually hype to watch. It wasn't. You know, some people in the chat are just kind of salty about the pace of it, but man, I enjoy that stuff.
And Semiij actually said, "Good games, Rewind" in the chat. This man never talks in the chat. That might have been one of the rarest things I've ever seen in War of the Gods history as well, was Semiij actually typing in that chat.
That will probably be the only time for the month. We probably won't see him again. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
He was in there earlier, and somebody was like, "Wait a minute, Semiij is here."
Yeah. Well, whoa. Calm down, Semiij. Maybe his lack of like involvement like that, it really keeps him in the game. But because you see so many other guys, they love being interactive in that chat, and we love it. We don't like to be that serious here on War of the Gods, guys. And if you guys can't tell, just by us, we're not that serious. Let's take a look.
Even Tweedy mid set. Tweedy was, "Don't touch my greb next."
Mid set. All right, guys, let's take a look at these points. Semiij and Rewind are running away with season number 2 right now, as far as first and second place. But you know that points aren't going to matter once that finale starts. This is just for your position in that finale, where $10,000 is going to be on the line. So Semiij right now sitting in first place, Rewind in second. Dab with that Hellboy has been so consistent since breaking him out.
Yeah, baby.
Getting in third place. Dragon, fourth place. Nick's fifth. Nubcakes, we haven't seen the past few weeks, getting sixth. He's been pretty quiet in these top 8s. Unfortunately, had to drop out right before this top 8. Tweedy, HoneyBee. Shouts to HoneyBee for winning that shirt, by the way. Deoxys, Revit, SylverRye, Young. Revit and Young Monster are always going to be in the fight. They're always on these leaderboards. They're always either just outside or just inside the top 8. Look for them to make a push as we make our way into the halfway mark of the season. That is going to be week number 6. So after week 6, we will have our halfway point, and we'll assess the situation as well. From there, and don't forget to sign up for week 6 at gauntlet.gg/war. Registration is live. Go there and sign up.
Do it.
If you ask me, after registration closes, to get in the bracket, I'm itching a Superman face, and I'd be very disappointed in you.
I had to do it on Sunday.
When you could have done it right now. I had to tune for a couple people, and you're not getting in. You're not.
Sorry.
It's that simple. Oh, I forgot. I just told you what to do. Do it right now.
For all the weeks. We've said it a million times for all the weeks. Just sign up right now. One fell swoop. You're done.
Hey,
You're
okay.
Done.
We got Catwoman.
We still got her. Okay.
Was she happy that I got angry at him? Or not? I'm not too sure. Okay. She was happy. Thank you. Thank you, producer in the back. I appreciate that. Bring it around, everybody. The man who controls the Superman and the Catwoman face. And
but he lost Superman.
Well, yeah, we lost Superman. He would be getting Superman face right now.
That's what I was going to say.
As a matter of fact, anyone who is subbed to this channel, it's just everyone who has subbed to this channel, by the way. Hit us with the Superman face right now. You guys have access to it.
Yo, he deleted me.
Oh, he deleted you. He
deleted me.
He has the power.
No.
We could all get deleted at any moment, for any time, for any reason. Echo just got shooting starred off into space.
Man, I just went into hyperspace.
Whew. Rest in peace.
What a
Echo.
rush.
2018 to 2018 here on War of the Gods Season 2. But thank you to everyone for tuning in. Hope you guys had a great night. We had a great giveaway. Couple of teasers, couple of trailers. We got Gears of War tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stream.me/Gears. I know Echo's going to be there. I'll be there. Yep. Love watching some competitive Gears play. Just the brutality of Gears. There's something that can resonate there with Mortal Kombat players. It's brutal.
Yeah.
Gears of War is pretty brutal.
It's so in your face, man. I've streamed it myself. I'm just I've been there since the first one too. And Gears 2 was one of those where I had 5-6 people to get it. That's one of the games that my wife actually, that was one of her first games ever. We would play co-op campaign all the time, and then it kind of took off from there. So it's just a game that's always been kind of my DNA ever since it came out. I love those games.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm the same way. If you started with one, I mean, it's like in your blood, and it's always going to be there. Even though they had all the changes and management and all the fun stuff, Gears of War is still Gears of War at its core. Yes. And I'm glad that it's still around. And you guys can check out some Gears of War 4 action again tomorrow. Stream.me/Gears, 7 p.m. There's Superman.
Hey-o.
I was just stalling time until we got him back. There he is.
Welcome back, Soups. That face is for, I guess, what Tweedy said in the chat about dropping him. He is so disappointed in you, Tweedy, if you're still
Absolutely.
here. What a night. What a night.
The producer telling Echo thank you for giving him the time, and he actually put it in the chat for him to get it on.
I have it, baby.
Teamwork makes the dream work here at War of the Gods. And our team is top of the line, if you guys haven't noticed. I also got to give a shout-outs to a Black Mirror reference in the chat, saying that Echo went and disappeared on the USS Callister when he went off into space right there. Hell of a reference, sir. Hell of an episode. One of my favorites.
Love it. I was looking for a break to mention that, because that was one of my favorite episodes.
We all respect that reference here on War of the Gods. Trust us. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us here in week number 5. Hope you guys have enjoyed the action. Tune into our Twitter at twitter.com/StreamMe. Where I'll be getting the Clash together, and I'll probably have the lineup for you tomorrow night as well. So stay tuned for that. Can't wait. We're going to have some Latin American representation. I'll tell you that early on.
Hey.
It's going to be awesome. As well as some of the dark horses that I always get hit up. To bring these guys onto the Clash. And I will say that one guy that I hit up in particular is Mr. Flappy Sammy Hammy, so he will be joining us on the Clash. I know that's someone that a lot of people want to see. And,
all right.
And he says that he has possibly the best Enchantress so far, so I can't wait to see some of that action.
Ooh.
And that's going to be the Clash this Friday. We're going to have action all throughout this week and throughout the next couple of weeks. Sunday as well for War of the Gods, week number 6. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a wonderful night. Echo, any closing thoughts?
No, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Gears, and then obviously Friday for the Clash, and then see you guys Sunday. Don't forget to register for week number 6.
Absolutely.
Hopefully you've already done it. But if you haven't, do it now.
And I'm talking about a whole lot, but we have a lot of regular programs that we do here from the studio, which is a morning show every morning, and we have a show called The Grind where we just play video games essentially every single day. And this Friday we're going to be making pancakes for the morning show live, which I'm particularly excited about. So if you guys like food and would like to come talk food with us Friday morning on the morning show at stream.me/streamy as well, so you guys can come and gain some weight with us, as I will be devouring as many pancakes as humanly possible, and going into a coma on stream pretty much. But thank you for watching, everyone. We love you from everyone here at War of the Gods, the entire team. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time here on War of the Gods.
Stop.